Hello everyone and welcome to another live stream. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to cover a myriad of topics from Andrew Tate being Andrew Tate. What is this? This is Dennis Prager in the 90s being weird. We have a friend of Peter, a sovereign citizen. Marcel is back and now he's single, ladies. We might watch some of the Dhar Mann stuff. Call is mad about vaccines. There's some cringe. Mr. Blast, Baja's father, sent me this conspiracy channel to cover, so that's fun. And then maybe Herman Cain Award. I don't know. We're going to be all over the map today, so I hope you're all doing well. My camera feels weird. Is it not high enough? Like, it just feels like this is all off. I don't know. That feels a little better, maybe. Anyway, Nick says, is it weird I'm starting to know the opening playlist by heart? I mean, I do. I probably see more streams than you, though, because I'm in all of them. Be very careful, John. Thanks for 8 months. Austin Rosenberg says, last bits, can you watch this with Baja? Excuse me, if she isn't busy. She's at the store right now. Top 10 scariest videos to watch with your girlfriend. She's busy, but maybe she'll be back later in the stream. Do you want me to find some cringy videos from WIBC for you? What's WIBC? Hello, Red Lunatic. Losif Revinsky, thank you for 15 months, says, it is I, Oisif, a definite not demon from the hell city of Bilebeck. Hello. Hello. Very nonchalant. Flower Girl with 15 months says, celebrating no longer having a wage slave job. Hey, congrats. We're on a hype train now, 96% to level 1. Cool. Remember, it's Subtober. Or Subtober. It's September. Next month is October. This month is September, so they're all 20% off, but I still get my full cut. So, if you're gonna buy subs any month of the year, this is the month. Nick with 30 bits, thank you very much. Bardlack Moses, thank you for gifting a sub. Only a couple more days till Peter's next goalpost. Yep. We'll see how that goes. Here's the thing with Friday's goalpost. The goalpost Friday is just the release of the Arizona audit bullshit audit results to the Arizona Senate. I want to say they're not being publicly released or anything. At least not yet. They will be, but they're only getting in the hands of politicians Friday. So I have no idea if anything's going to happen, if anyone's going to announce anything. Either way, I'm sure Peter will spin it as a win for him. Jody Girl with 100 bits, thank you. Aaron Primette says, here's an example.
Senator Ted Cruz joins us now from the great state of Texas. How weird of a world do you think it is that we live in right now? I mean, just off the bat, this is just as peculiar as we get.
Bizarre. I gotta say, Tony, I gotta have a little bit of fun with you. The radio business is...
Isn't this the guy that retweeted incest porn accidentally or didn't know his likes were public? Speedy Yoshi with 30 bits. Thank you.
Is really fun. So we're sitting here, we're like high-five.
By the way, I know who Ted Cruz is. I'm making a joke.
And are doing fist bumps, and then you sit down, and there's something about radio voice where your voice drops.
Does he wear? Do you think Ted Cruz wears the immortality rings? Is incest porn the nexus for all immortal beings? Maybe it's not the rings. Maybe it's the incest porn.
It's an octave, and it's Senator Ted Cruz is here, and it's really...
Nick with a hedgehog. It's a cute hedgehog in a hat. Bonus points for the hat.
God. Cool.
Closed on Tuesday says, Hannah, I caught a stream the other day where one of your chat members said they just got diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, EDS. I don't now remember their name, but if they're in chat today, I wanted to say I also have EDS, and if they had any questions, they can message me. Yeah, Baja also has EDS. So. Gertha Kit, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Says, hello, Hannah and Stannis. Hi, how you doing?
A lot of faith in my ability to do. I don't have a radio voice.
I thought it was strong. It was this baritone.
Did it move you?
Oh, it was. I was already like, you know.
I moved the senator.
There we go.
We're done. You can move on to the next one. There are a couple questions CPAC related and conservatism related I want to get to, but we got to start with the airstrikes in Syria. These targets that were Iranian-backed, financed by the Iranian Revolution.
This just seems boring. I don't want to do just typical politics shit today. It's probably cringe somewhere in there, but that's the Nexus event we need from Marvel. I don't know if they'll go that far. Alright, what are we going to watch first? We're still in the middle of a hype train, 66% to level 2. Let's see what Tate's up to, shall we? It's Ted Cruz, so it's going to be cringe. Yeah, but it's not cringe in a fun way. It's cringe in a I hate him and can't believe our government employs someone like him way. Matthias Octavius, thank you for extending your tier 1 through October.
There's a difference between life's professional.
I don't know. Tate is apparently super rich, according to him, and that's fine. Well, I don't think it's fine in terms of, you know, he's an idiot and doesn't deserve to have the money he has. But in terms of, like, whatever. It is what it is. That's a problem with the system. It's not a problem with Tate necessarily. Tate has other problems. My issue is, why can he not afford to get decent audio? Tate, hire someone to come over and figure out your audio situation, because wherever you're living now, the audio sucks. Speedy Yoshi says, do you think Tate will ever face consequences? Absolutely not. Marosama says, hey, oh, Hannah, you look lovely. Here's a video of a bun I rescued a bit ago. He's on his way to a new home. Don't do what I'm doing in this video to a strange rabbit. It can result in bites. Raycheology says 100 bits. I applaud your belief, your delusional belief that I could ever catch a wild rabbit. That's nice of you. Mezzodescolia, thank you for 50 bits. Here's the bunny. I think Baja's messaging me on Twitter. Bird Like Moses, thanks for gifting a sub.
Oh, there we go.
Cute bunny. Alright. Let's see what Tate's up to. If I do somehow rescue a bun, rabbits are too high maintenance for me. If I'm having pets, they need to be very hands-off. That's why I like cats. Maps and Mimics says, bits for the Bits Queen, keeping me sane while I write a group lab by myself. Fun. Thank you.
This was something I picked up from my dad. He used to talk about professionals and amateurs all the time. And life is actually extremely easy if you You approach it as a professional. A professional gets things done on time, up at X time. By X time, X is completed. By this time, that's completed. Speak to this person on this day at this time. Be a professional. The average man is amateur in nearly everything he does. When I see, because I'm perspicacious, when I'm around, unfortunately, when I'm around peasants, when I'm around you peons, I look around me and I see how unprofessional everybody is. The way they move is unprofessional. The things they say are unprofessional. Their worldviews are unprofessional. Everything is unprofessional.
Tate, you've literally gone on camera and talked about how you like to hit women that you're with and how you have no respect for them. Do you think that's professional? Speedy Yoshi says, would you rather have a pet tarantula or a butterfly? Probably a butterfly. Spiders scare... Just because butterflies freak me out viscerally doesn't mean spiders don't freak me out more. Nick says, a professional doesn't sound like he's recording in a Walmart bathroom. True.
Unprofessional. They're walking around, headphones in, super killable. Couldn't even hear me sneak up on them with a fucking chainsaw.
What? Did he just describe random passerbys as super killable? What? Oh! The remake of American Psycho is actually a little better than I thought it would be. Morok says, I'm here with news on Star Wars Visions. I'm not super huge on anime to begin with, but some of these stories just aren't good. Thus far I can say episode 4 is pretty good and episode 1 is downright slaps, but 2 and 3 were not good at all. I'll probably finish the series just because I started it. I'll probably watch it. I'm not a big fan of anime, but it's Star Wars, so I'll check it out probably. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. Like, I'm not like, oh, I'm so excited for the new Star Wars. But, like, I like sci-fi and science fantasy enough that, like, when it comes out, I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. I think I've at least checked out every Star Wars thing. I liked The Mandalorian. I still haven't finished season 2. I watched the first couple episodes of The Bad Batch. It seemed like a good show. I just don't care enough about the Star Wars universe to continue watching it. I tried to watch The Clone Wars. Again, I'm sure it's a good show if you're really into Star Wars. I'm sure it's a good show, period. I just couldn't get into it, but I like the movies well enough, at least most of them. Even the prequels at this point, I'm like, alright, they're not good, but they're entertaining for the most part. Maps and Mimics, thanks for gifting 5 Tier 1 subs to the community.
Stumbling through life like a jackass, and you wonder how they've not managed to crack the code. Because I've cracked the
Thanks,
code.
Maps and Mimics. The train is now at 93% to level 4.
Well, Escape the Matrix, right? Multi-millionaire doing whatever the fuck he wants, running his mouth on YouTube
I did not watch the What If episode yet. No, I'm sure Baha and I will watch it later.
for fun. I can
Whoa, Vast Lunacy, thanks for gifting 10 Tier 1 subs to the community.
do whatever I like all
That probably will bring us over the hype train. That'll probably do it.
the time. My life's
I'm just guesstimating.
fantastic because I paid attention as a professional. I'll give an example of unprofessionalism. I'll give you an example. So I was talking to some jackass the other day, and he was holding
162% to level 5. Thank you, everyone. Another successful hype train.
a bottle of water, and I said, "Why do you hold that bottle of water?" I know this is going to sound maybe I am crazy. Am I crazy? I think I might be crazy. He goes, "Well, it's thirsty." I was like, "Yeah, but it's half drunk." "Yeah, then drink it." I mean, this is true, right? I'm thirsty. I buy a bottle of water. I drink the entire bottle of water, and I throw the bottle away and free my hands to combat.
This is what he thinks professional is. He thinks being professional, he's like a real-life version of Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, except he has money. He thinks being professional means always being ready for hand-to-hand combat. What the fuck? Show me the orb says, can we get exactly 169%? I don't even know how much people would have to give for that. Morok says, Clone Wars starts out pretty meh, but gets good around Season 2, but I grew up on the Young Jedi Reader series in the old expanded universe, so Star Wars is kind of special to me, even when I can look at it objectively and say it's not very good sometimes. That's kind of how I feel about Star Trek. I'm a way bigger Star Trek fan than I am a Star Wars fan. I don't even know if I'd call myself a Star Wars fan any more than your average, moviegoer. I like Star Wars. I like many of the characters. the universe itself isn't that interesting to me. Star Trek, though, I love Star Trek. I love that universe. So, like, even when stuff isn't that great, like, some of the newer Star Trek series, I'm not as big of a fan as I was of, like, TNG or the original series. But I still enjoy them because it's a look into the universe and it's stories within that universe. They're just different. But I still enjoy them. I like Discovery after season 1. It's just a very different kind of Star Trek show. I like Lower Decks. If you don't know Star Trek, Lower Decks must be insufferable, though, because it's literally 20 minutes of just Star Trek jokes that entirely the joke is, do you remember this thing from Star Trek? But I'm insufferable, so I kind of like that. I know Jeff Holiday did a Twitter thread a while ago where he was talking about how much he hates Lower Decks, and it was super funny. And I like Lower Decks, but the way he described it was the funniest thing ever. I still never finished the first season of Picard, though. Couldn't get into it, which is shocking, because I am such a big fan of TNG and Picard, but not the biggest fan of the Picard show. I still gotta finish it before season 2, though, because I do want to watch that. I like Q. Anyway.
Maybe I'll be attacked imminently. Who knows?
Tate, you're not gonna get attacked.
Maybe it'll be an avalanche and I have to Aikido strike a fucking rock and split it in two to save my life. I don't see why I need to have a bottle of water in my primary hand, my number one weapon, and disable myself to walk around with the water for 5 minutes and then drink it. Drink the fucking water. You're fucking thirsty or not. If you're not thirsty, don't buy the water. If you are thirsty...
Tate, just because someone's thirsty doesn't mean they want to guzzle an entire bottle of water in one sitting, in 1 second, in one gulp. That will make you ill. That will make you feel gross. Have you not done that before, Tate? Where you just... Maybe you have a giant stomach. I don't know. But, like, if you just drink a whole bottle of water all at once, you get the swishy swooshy tummy, you know? You're like, oh, I feel bloated. I'm so full of fucking water. That's awful. And then how are you going to be in a combat situation when you're all sloshing around? Mike Mack says, remember the ultimate crossover between Star Wars and Star Trek when Leonard Nimoy was in a Star Wars documentary? I don't remember that.
You buy the water and drink the water and dispose of the bottle and get on with your fucking life. Why are you carrying it around? Why have you lumbered yourself? It's only a bottle of water. No, but it's not just a bottle of water. It's unprofessionalism. It doesn't make sense.
It's unprofessional to hold a bottle of water, but it's very professional to think you're constantly about to be attacked and need to beat someone up. Wagrode says, Picard gets better after episode 6 or so. First half of the series is drawn-out exposition. Chrysia says, dude really thinks he can break a boulder. He's such a joke. I know, it's weird. The thing about Picard is, like, some people were mad, and especially in, like, the fandom menace doomcock type people were, like, upset about... I mean, on top of the fact that they just don't like New Trek in general because it has a lot of representation and stuff like that. But some of the criticisms, and I can understand some of these criticisms, but I disagree with them, where they're like, oh, the Federation is supposed to be, or not even just the Federation, but Starfleet in general, either is supposed to be this bastion of utopia, and it's perfect, and showing the Federation as anything but this perfect organization is against Star Trek, and I think that's bullshit. First of all, in the original series and in TNG, whenever you see, like, admirals from Starfleet, they're corrupt or pieces of shit. Like, the only exception to that is, I think, Jellicoe. When he took over during the whole "there are 4 lights" thing. And he's stern, but I think he's actually a good captain, even though Riker didn't like him. Like, the worst thing he did is he told Troy to wear a uniform, which is not unreasonable. You're in Starfleet. Wear a fucking uniform, Troy. Mike Banks with a link.
Return of the Jedi. Oh, there's something else I'd like to explain. Very often, when a film is in production, it has what's known...
Good lord, that's weird. Why did they pick him? Anyway, also, I didn't have an issue with the idea that, like, during the TNG era, Starfleet considers itself very utopian, that it is, they have this vision of themselves that is, they've reached the apex of humanity and they're past all these petty squabbles. But as we see throughout TNG, that doesn't really seem to be the case, but they still have this self-image. Then we get to Deep Space Nine, and we get to more ambiguity, where we're seeing Starfleet dealing with, like, hey, now we're in a war situation with the Dominion. Where are our moral lines and stuff like that? And I think where we find ourselves in Star Trek today with, like, Picard and Discovery after they go to the farthest future we've seen in Star Trek, are like, hey, we can get to, like, pretty good places and progress as people, as sentient beings, but we're always going to have problems. We're always going to have these conflicts because it's kind of, like, innate to humanity. Some people might not like that. They might like the utopian vision of, like, Gene Roddenberry, but I would respond to that and say Gene Roddenberry had almost complete control over the first season of Star Trek TNG, and it sucks. It's really boring to have no interpersonal conflict. That sucks. That sucks as a story. It's unrelatable. I don't like that. The Ineffable Effort says, yes, because nothing says I'm a capable badass who can defeat any attacker like someone who can't even use his own hands to carry objects because of his constant anxiety, right?
It doesn't make sense to buy a bottle of water and walk around with an extra half a kilo. It's stupid. It's fucking dumb. Calm down. But it's true. It's the same thing with a couple guys. If I have water and I throw a guy a bottle of water, there's never such thing as too much water. You can't be too hydrated. I mean, I'm sure there's some scenarios where you can die from too much water, but I very highly doubt most of you are walking around on the threshold of dying if you have another sip of water. So if someone throws me a bottle of water, it's always okay. It's never like, I'm not thirsty, I don't want it. Boom, doom, boom, done. It's more likely that there's going to be some fucking crazy event where I end up somehow stranded in the desert within the next 30 minutes.
Are you John Wick? Why do you think you're going to be stranded in the desert randomly with no notice? Morok says the best crossover was when Patrick Stewart was in a Red Dwarf documentary.
1988. Margaret Thatcher is Prime Minister. The Last Emperor wins 9 Oscars. The Only Way Up is Britain's best-selling single. And on BBC Two, a brand new series starts. A series that features science fiction, but is funny. A series set in space, but without aliens.
Nick says, does this idiot not know of the hold your wee for a will thing, or wee for a wee thing? I don't even know what that is.
Series that has already been turned down 3 times by the BBC and mining corporation.
It's weird listening to Patrick Stewart in his, like, dignified accent talk about Red Dwarf. I have seen Red Dwarf, not all of it, but I've seen little. It's cute. Sky Comet Fallen says, perfect environments and people make for poor storytelling unless they're presented as irony or satire. Mesodescolia says, I thought Tate lived in Romania. Instead, he's on the margins of Atacama? Don't get it. Simple Cackerel says, for Chat and Hannah, what world from the crazed chud's mind would you want to live in? Personally, I choose Tate's, not because of the misogynist, but because becoming rich sounds so easy from Tate. Probably any of the ones where, like, Biden is, like, a far leftist who's going to usher in socialism. Lily Love Stuff says, so what I'm understanding is wait until Tate is drowning his water in one gulp, then attack him. It's the only time he's vulnerable. Yeah. Nick says, then hold your wee for a wee thing. Yeah, I know. I need to donate. Oh, did they do like a don't pee and you can win a wee thing? In which contestants were asked to drink as much water as they could without urinating. The contestant able to hold the most water would win a Wii video game console. At the time, the Nintendo console was very popular and sought-after item, but was nearly impossible to find in stores in North America. A 28-year-old contestant, Jennifer Strange, died of water intoxication hours after taking part in the contest. Oh, no! According to contestant participants, 17 to 20 contestants took part in the competition in a room at KDND Studios. Oh, no. She only placed second, too. She didn't even win the Wii. She drank 2 gallons of water. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Holy shit.
By helicopter abduction. And I will be very thankful I drank that water. That's more likely than me dying of drowning from drinking. So statistically, I should drink it. But you'll never see me go, have a sip. Okay. And just walking around with it. It's gay. It's gay. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but it is. So this same dickhead with his little ball of water, I had to educate him. You know, it's kind of cool being me because I tell people these things and they think I'm crazy, but they also know I can kick the living fuck out of them. So they're a bit like, oh, okay. And they sit there and like, well, I really want to make him mad because Tate's dangerous. And I am. So we're sitting there, and about a few hours later, we're on subject for something else. Talk about how Amazon's conquered the world and how there's no point going to the mall anymore, and blah, blah, blah. And it's all true. And he was complaining about his Amazon Prime account and stored his credit card details, some bullshit. And I was like, you don't know your credit card details? He was like, no. That's another sign of absolute amateurism. So you don't know your credit card details? I was like, no. So do you know your passport number? No. Do you know your driver's license number? No. So you don't know any of the numbers that literally allow you to exist as a human.
In this day and age, you normally don't have to. Now, don't get me wrong. I know, like, my debit card and credit card information, at least some of it off the top of my head. Like, if I had to recite my main debit card account, I could do it. The expiration date, the security code in the back. I could do all that, because I use that one all the time. Obviously, I know my social security number. I don't know my driver's license number off the top of my head, because there's basically no scenario in which I would need that where I wouldn't have my driver's license on me, or a picture of it or something. It's not a big deal, really. A lot of people aren't good at remembering numbers, and that's fine, Tate. Colston says, does this guy really think he can block a bullet? If someone wants to kill you, they can do it very easily. Tate needs to learn to be vulnerable and lose the machismo. No, it's his whole thing. He's not going to do that. Daddy Sume says, fear not, Daddy has arrived. Tremble before my majesty. Oh, fuck, it's Tate. I'm out. Back later. Closed on Tuesday says, fellas, is it gay to drink water? Speedy Yoshi says, fellas, is it gay to take water with you? Ray Geology says, I nipped off to say goodnight to my girlfriend, and I'm back, and I feel I must have missed something. Please tell me I've missed that makes his ranting make sense. No, it doesn't. Bitter Grin says, well, I'm gay, and I do carry a water bottle around campus. All right, well, there's the result. That's as scientific as we're going to get. Water is gay. Batty Bell, thanks for 13 months.
You need the little piece of plastic to remind you. Your brain is full of song lyrics and fucking complete trash. Your brain is not full of important things. It's full of shit. You could erase 90% of the crap in your brain and you'll never miss it and never need it again. But you don't have the ability to book a flight online without finding that little piece of plastic. Isn't that absolutely unprofessional? Isn't that amateur? I'll tell you how I operate. I could lose my wallet. No problem. Give me a terminal. Give me access to the World Wide Web. I know my passport number. I know every single detail on it from head to toe. Of course, I know all my personal information. I have, in my brain, memorized 6 different debit cards, head to toe.
Okay, but if you want to travel, you're still going to have to present your passport. So you're going to need it anyway, so it doesn't really do you a lot of good just to know the information on it, does it?
Doesn't matter if 1 gets blocked, or 2 gets blocked, or 3 gets blocked. I will be sitting there on that website, on that terminal, typing in details until my flight gets booked. I will escape. I don't need a little...
Again, you can book the flight, but when you show up, you're going to need to show, like, driver's license or passport, some sort of photo identification. If you don't have that on you, you can't get on the plane. What? Nick says, you should still probably have your cards locked if you lose your wallet, you idiot. Speedy Yoshi says, I remember numbers. I'm such an alpha male.
A piece of plastic. I know it all here in my brain. I have bank accounts where the card has been destroyed. I've gone to some South American country and put $500,000 into a bank account, destroyed the card and all physical evidence of said bank account, and memorized the debit card details so that at any time in future, as long as I have access to the internet, I can type in some numbers and I have money to pull upon from.
I really hope he misremembers that and he can never get that money back.
The sky. Do you understand when I talk about professionalism and amateur? This is the level I'm at. I know everything about myself here in my mind. I have 30 phone numbers memorized. If I need it, it's here. You fucks and this dickhead, if you need to escape a hostile country and you need to get the last...
My plan for escaping a hostile country is to not go to a hostile country.
flight out of fucking Saigon. You can't do it without...
That's true. I am assuming he's telling the truth, and I have no reason to. This is a scam, in my opinion. He uses these videos as advertisements to get insecure younger dudes to go and sign up for his, like, be a alpha male course. So he could just be full of shit as well. Show Me the Orb says, I wonder if he used a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 password to make sure he memorized the credentials in his bank account. That's my luggage password. That's my luggage code, so... I already made that joke recently. We get it. We've seen Spaceballs. Mezzo Descolia says, thank you for confessing to money laundering, Tate. What a professional.
Finding your purse. What's my expiry date? You're a jackass. That's amateur. So when I talk about amateurism and professionalism, I hope you start to understand that if you're a professional and you live life as a professional, how easy and how brilliant life can be. And if you're watching this right now, I absolutely guarantee you're an amateur, and I want you to change.
You can tell he's a professional because his videos end with explosions.
The most important thing, obviously,
Daddy Sume says, hey Hannah, it's me again, just sharing a link to a really good game on Steam. It's on sale. It's an indie Warhammer 40k game. It's turn-based, grid-based strategy game, like XCOM, kind of. I don't like XCOM. Or games like it. Like, even when I'm playing D&D, my least favorite part of D&D is the combat. Someone in chat might like it, though. Speedy Yoshi says, hey ladies, I remember 10 phone numbers. Come be a prostitute for me. Yeah, like, you guys know I'm a big Marvel fan, and I got excited when they announced that, like, Marvel Midnight Suns game, and I was like, oh, what's that? And it turns out it's like an XCOM type game. And I was like, I'm good. Can we watch that one? Mail bombs and how to avoid them. What do I think the best Marvel games are? The PlayStation Spider-Man games are great. I'm a big fan of the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. The Lego Marvel games are really good. Did I already say Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Prior to that, it would probably be earlier. This is unpopular, but I have the Avengers game that came out. That's the Games as a Service game. I like it. I've never spent a single penny on microtransactions on it, but I kind of enjoy it every once in a while, so I'm just gonna say that. Lily Love Stuff says, who the fuck falls for Tate's shit? What is it like being such an insecure idiot? Like, don't get me wrong, I have low self-esteem, but I'm not this gullible. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. A lot of the previous Spider-Man games have been good, too. How about just images, maybe? There have been a ton of really good Spider-Man games. I heard the Captain America game was actually pretty good when that came out. That was the movie tie-in. I've not played Marvel vs. Capcom. I know a lot of people like those. But yeah, I like the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. I have all 3 of them. And the Spider-Man games, and the Avengers game is a guilty pleasure, just because it's really satisfying. Like, playing as Captain America and throwing the shield, that shit's still fun. Playing as Thor and summoning the hammer, especially now with the PlayStation 5, where it has the haptic feedback, summoning Thor's hammer. Satisfying. Anyway.
Cool about being rich.
Favorite suit in the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man game? Probably the suit you get for doing the Black Cat missions. Just because I prefer Black Suit Spider-Man. I've always thought Black Suit Spider-Man looks better than regular Spider-Man. And it gives more of a Spider-Man vibe. So I gotta go with that. Yeah, it's this one right here. The one with the red spider and black. I like that one. I also like the one where it's from the comic where it's older Peter Parker and he's wearing sort of the thing with jeans. That's good. Scarlet Spider is also a good outfit. The metallic-y one's pretty cool too. Alright, off topic, sorry.
Nobody can send me mail.
Have I tried
When I was broke.
mobile Marvel games? No, I'm not a big fan of mobile games.
When I was the most poor, I'm talking about when I had debts. I was in debt. I hadn't paid my court fines. When I was really in trouble 10 or 11 years ago. Completely flat broke. Rent's not paid.
This audio is unlistenable. Holy shit, Tate. Please fix your audio. Alright, who else are we going to watch? If I play this, can you guys see this? Is he enough on screen or is he completely cropped out? Because he's using some sort of like... He's using some sort of proprietary thing. He has cropped some. You can see enough of him. Good enough. Let's see what Marcel's up to. Not good. Surprise.
Hi everybody, a big video coming from Peacemaker Society. Today I am going to explain a new beginning. I am going to be a winner. I'm done acting like a loser. I have quit an unhealthy relationship with Dolores. She was holding me back the last 6 years, and I was holding myself back. When this journey started, I felt overwhelmed.
Oh. See, this is sad because Marcel obviously has like issues, right? He's dealing with like unmedicated bipolar or manic depressive. I'm not sure what you're supposed to say. I think it's manic depressive. And it gets pretty bad, as we've seen from his wild mood swings in his videos. But it just makes me sad that this relationship ended that he's been in for 6 years, and one of the only probable support networks he had is now gone. Might be better for her, because he's a volatile individual, but nonetheless, Marcel with even less supervision, I don't know if that's a good thing.
And I've been trying to catch up, and now I caught up. So
manic depressive is an older term, so bipolar. Okay.
I'm going back to being cool. I'm going back to just being the winner I am. The nice thing about life is you're either a winner or you're a loser. If you're a citizen, you're a loser, period. If you don't have freedom, you're a loser. If you have freedom, you're a winner. If you have your rights, you're a winner. If you operate with all rights reserved in this legal system, you're a winner. And I'm not talking about social structure winner. I'm talking about a winner in life. So how do you lose? You lose if you have a job and you pay taxes because your time isn't your own and your focus isn't your own. You're building someone else's castle. So for me, being a winner, I don't want to pick on losers too much. If you're a loser, your life's your punishment already. But for the winners out there, you know, you win by trying. The reason I'm a winner now is because I have my own society. I'm undefeated in 12 years. I can threaten the Crown to have them arrested if they charge me with anything that isn't an indictable offense.
Marcel, you do not have any of these powers. You just don't. I'm sorry. I know it makes you feel good to believe you do, and I believe you believe it, but you do not have these abilities. You do not have any sort of prosecutorial authority. You do not have any sort of power to do anything to anyone. Stop. Speedy Yoshi says Hannah said she doesn't like mobile games. Have to post this. Wait, why'd the screen go away? The heck? Weird. That was on previously, right? That hasn't been off the whole time, has it? Jesus. Princess Amelia says, has anyone else remembered that Marcel's Peacemaker Society logo looks like a man with a giant dong hanging between his legs? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Marcel's Rumble account is deactivated. I don't know if he got removed from Rumble, which would be impressive. It's really hard to get removed from Rumble. But he was threatening sitting members of, like Winnipeg's government. So, that might have done it. Mesodescolia says, bets on Marcel when Marcel will start claiming that he can fly and shoot lasers out of his eyes thanks to the yellow sun of Earth. That might actually be true. Maybe he's the main character of Earth. Speedy Yoshi says, Marcel, it's time for me to start acting like a winner. So does he mean like this?
I'm a winner, see my prize. You're a loser who sits and cries.
Hello.
And I've done that, and I've had them drop charges. So I'm super excited. So this video is really not so much about me just talking about being a winner, but I'm going to show it. So first of all, I'm quitting.
Is Lou still sitting over there?
Over here? No, she's down on the couch.
She was sitting in here with me for a while. She seems like she's doing better today. For those who missed yesterday's stream, Lupine, our cat, has herpes in her eye. So she's not been feeling great. She's had a flare up. She's doing better today, though. Daddy Sume says, Hannah and Baja are so sweet. I'm going to get diabetes.
Smoking weed. Part of why
How do you get herpes in your eye? According to the vet, most cats in the United States have herpes. Cat herpes. It's cat herpes. It's not the same as human herpes, so you can't transfer it. But, yeah, I guess most cats in the United States have herpes. Many are born with it because it gets transferred. It's so prevalent within the population that cats are born with it because their mother had it, and it gets transferred to them.
I lashed out and I was acting like a jerk was because I was high. Straight up. For the last 12 years, I have been stoned every single day. Now,
that's interesting. Marcel is saying that he's going to quit smoking weed, and he has been a huge advocate for weed, and I imagine he still would. I don't think he's gonna think it should be illegal all of a sudden. But, like, Marcel is high a lot based on the videos we've seen of him, so it'll be interesting seeing a sober Marcel if he sticks with that.
Now that I'm single, I'm gonna start hitting the gym again. So one of the
Do I remember when Jake and I made an entire Jake Reed's comment about a guy who left a huge comment about feline AIDS? I do remember that.
Things that you need to do in order to be a winner is take care of your health. If you don't have your health, you have nothing. And that's why the people who got the COVID injection, you're going to die. We have a video out, the doctor from
Nope, got mine in April, maybe May. Still good.
Oxford, explaining how and why the jab's going to kill you in 6 months to 5 years, just depending on how quick it takes you down. So that makes you a loser. So to all the people in my past who I was getting bent out of shape for, that made me seem like a loser. So I'm done yelling at people. If you're a fucking loser,
Doubt.
I don't care. That's your choice. That's absolutely.
Marcel, I assume you're watching this video because you watch every time I cover you now. If you've already made a comment, then are you not already kind of going against what you said you were going to do? You know what I mean? If you're commenting on my video, that's right now, and you could probably check below. Eventually he'll probably comment. He does on most of the times I cover him now. Are you not doing the opposite of what you said you're going to do in this video? Just a thought. Daddy Sumi says, take care of your health, says the... no, I'm not reading that. I get what you're saying, but that feels vindictive. The difficult thing about mental health is the issues you have with your mental health can prevent you or make it harder for you to get help. So I don't fault him for that. That's just sad.
Your choice. And sorry about the swear there. I'll try and keep those out. I'm going to go ahead and be a lot more professional going forward within still being completely blunt. If you don't care about freedom, you're a loser. That's fine. Well, it's not fine, but your life is your punishment. So what makes me a winner? First of all, I have no boss. I can't be fired.
Oh, I don't either. I'm self-employed and have been for a decade. I guess I'm a winner.
So that's amazing. Now I'm going to stop acting in a way that makes it people want me fired. And even if you do want me fired, I could care less. The whole thing is I have a society you can't touch.
You couldn't care less. Couldn't care less. If you could care less, it means you care at least a bit. Nick says, stop apologizing for swearing. Normalize swearing.
Me. Can't come after me, nothing. Police can't touch me, nothing. And that's beautiful.
If you commit crimes, the police can and will arrest you.
Beautiful. And even as things go ahead with COVID, I'm done living in fear. That's another thing losers do. They live in fear. And my ex Dolores lived in fear. I'm done living in fear. I've never lived in fear in my life.
Hydrate.
If something fearful or something scary makes me feel fear, I just beat it. Whatever it is, I'll beat it. And that's another thing that makes me a winner. I have my own merch. How many of you have your own merchandise line?
I've had merch. Do I have any in here? See, Marcel, you might have merch, and I do have merch. I don't think I have any on me. We're in the middle of a move, so it's still packed. Oh, here's some merch. Here's a pen we had made up in early TBR days. I don't know if this is going to be visible on screen. That's very reflective, so it's hard to see. Is that going to focus? Focus. It says the Bible Reloaded. You get it. We had other merch made up. I'm sure it's lying around in boxes somewhere. But on top of merch that Jake and I commissioned for our old channel, we also had this thing. And this is what happens when you're good at your job. We have fans, and fans will make things for us, like this Harold Penisman plush. Harold Penisman is a thing from our show. So there's Harold Penisman, does Harold Penisman stuff. Someone also made a Harold Penisman butt plug, which honestly just looks super uncomfortable. But there it is. I think that's all the merch I have right now, or fan stuff. But you get it. I also have that, so I guess by Marcel's own admission, I am also a winner. That's fun.
Your own membership cards.
Right? Ooh, that's actually a nice membership card. Is that thin plastic that's clear? Classy. Those must have been expensive.
Okay, that's awesome. Are you kidding me? Super cool. And even my haters like our cards.
True.
I have it in a video recently.
It's a cool card.
People trying to talk crap about me, and they still love our cards. The other thing is winners don't care what losers think about them. And that's what I'm going back to. If you're not smart enough to understand
winners don't classify human beings into the categories of winners and losers, because that's super weird and kind of vindictive.
What I do, then it's not for you. You're a slave, and you want to be a loser, stay a loser. My parents want to be losers. They drink. I have my own online university, which is just a fill-in-the-blank course where we help you get through it quick, right? Come on now. That's badass awesome. For me, and again, maybe you don't think that makes me a winner, but I know it makes me a winner. I love it. Also, you guys think, oh, you know, does he have cash and stuff? Yeah. This is my
don't pull out a bunch of cash. That's so tacky.
Society Bank. Society card. This is my private holdings bank card.
I'm glad the numbers aren't visible.
This is my personal banking card.
Okay, he's pulling this
Also
finger over
Visa.
anyway.
And this is my actual credit card.
Marcel, most adults have cards. I have 2 debit cards. I'm not even gonna... Who cares? Who cares? Marcel, most adults have cards linking to various accounts, debit and credit. That's not abnormal.
Make sure I cover a chunk of the numbers up there. Okay. So, you know, and then of course I got my membership card in there. So, you know, for those of you who want to go from being a loser to being a winner, you can absolutely do that. And what I teach is how you do that, guys. I came from nothing. I was a nobody. I knew it. That's why I was so overwhelmed when I found this. I was like, you know, I didn't have the outward success to show to make people believe. But my results, I knew my results were credibility. So let's talk about results here a little bit. So we're in the process of taking over globally. And what I mean by taking over is teaching people their freedom. Because I'm nice and I'm a winner, I'm not going to steal your freedom.
Like in that video where he was wearing the cape and he said he was going to go door to door and convince people to take over the government because all he needs is 51% and then he can take over the government and be emperor. This guy Comment Fallen says, for fuck's sake, are you trying to get your own identity stolen? I don't know what he's doing. Pyromancer says, he was a nobody. He's, again, I don't want to, guys, Marcel is like,
Freedom. So again, your home is your unincorporated Freedom Embassy. Got those going out.
Andrew Patella says, I thought Marcel had a different name before, but the one on his card is his name he's going by. Did he legally change it? I believe he did, yeah.
Lots. Okay. I also have merchandise lines. Now, I've never made these available for sale yet. We had them up for a bit, but I didn't produce more. They're basically for me. What's in there? Yeah, right? So we got...
He literally called himself that just now. He can do that. I'm not going to repeat that. I'm not even telling you you can't do that. I just don't feel comfortable reading that out loud. Princess Amelia says, shall we just call Marcel a very unique individual? Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
That got clothing line.
My issue is Marcel's is primarily, I think, a danger to himself. I could be wrong, but I think the person that Marcel is endangering first and foremost is himself. Has he made threats? Yeah. I don't think he's capable of actually going through with anything. Again, I could be wrong. Maybe one day we'll get a news story out of Winnipeg that he's done some awful thing. Entirely possible. I'm not discounting it, but I don't think me calling him names is going to help. At this point, I'm kind of over it. At this point, it's just like sad, you know? Mesodescolia says, what is exactly Marcel's source of income? He surely wastes a lot of money. I don't know. My speculation, and this is entirely speculation, let me be clear, I have no evidence of this other than guesses. I know he had talked in prior videos about how he had been arrested for drug dealing in the past. I believe just for weed. I don't know if anything else was involved, and I have no issue with people growing or selling weed. So it wouldn't surprise me if nowadays, because he does kind of live out in the middle of nowhere, he's got a big piece of property. It wouldn't surprise me if he is growing and selling marijuana, probably without whatever licensing is necessary in Canada, because he doesn't believe in any of that. So he's probably doing that and kind of under the radar, growing and selling marijuana, is my guess. Again, speculation. I don't have any solid evidence of that. I'm not making accusations. It's just my general guess as to how he is making money.
Now, this is just our work clothing line. I'm going to be launching actual cool clothing line. This is just a work shirt. It's not supposed to be cool. But again, come on. How many of you have your own branding shirts?
Can I buy that shirt? I would unironically wear that shirt for streams if I would buy that shirt. Does he have a store link? Hold on. Marketplace. Can I buy a shirt? That's a membership, live coaching, rights package, which costs, is that 2,500 Canadian dollars? Yeah, I don't see just a shirt link. That's a shame.
Most of you don't. Awesome. Come get it, though. Come found your own society. That's what this is all about.
Careful where you have it shipped to. Yeah, no kidding. Nick says, don't give him money, torrent it. I will torrent that shirt. That makes sense.
On top of that, I have my own freedom package that teaches the whole world how to be free from governance, programs, committees.
It's sad, because here's the other thing that's sad about this. Marcel clearly has a strong work ethic, right? He could probably actually do a business. I mean, it would help if he were properly medicated and could kind of stabilize him. But, like, he puts together these packets and stuff. That takes work, you know? He knows how to do that. the information in them is incorrect, but the concept of how he's putting them together into these packets, he could do it, you know? It's just unfortunate that he's using his time and money and effort to promote utter bullshit. It's just so sad. Overthought says, torrent and 3D print it, which would mean knitting. I'm sure he has the pattern up online somewhere.
So I had 44 people with PhDs and master's degrees go through my YouTube playlist and break it all down. And then the International Copwatch Conference, expert speaker at it.
Wait, what? I didn't do anything. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm a guy with 1 credit in grade 10, and I'm so smart that I'm able to teach at a university doing a lecture at an international rights conference. And that was only...
Oh, did I read the wrong name on that bits message? Sorry, the thing's scrolling, so I probably read the message and then looked over, and then read the message.
4 or 5 years into this, and now we've been doing it for 12. Also...
Sorry, your names on my chat screen are the exact same color and right next to each other.
Let me grab something else here. To anyone who's not
I would
sure
download a car.
We can do liens or if that process is real. It absolutely is, and we already have. So let's talk about being a winner and being able to take down a legal agent, okay? That's amazing. So this is the instructions, how to place liens. It's in your package when you get it from us, or in our package, if you get it from us, if you're that smart. If you're
filing liens against people when you don't have the right to do so is a felony.
Winner. If you're a loser, you're not going to do any of this.
At least in the United States. I guess I don't know what Winnipeg and Canada's laws are on that, but in the United States, this started being a thing with sovereign citizens where they were maliciously liening people without any legal reason to do so. Because lien, for those who don't know what a lien is, let's say you owe a debt to someone. I don't know. You get a loan from a payday loan service. Don't do that. Bad. Don't do that. You're honestly better off defaulting on whatever your thing is than getting involved with like payday loans. But let's say you owe them a bunch of money. They can put a lien and you refuse to pay. They can put a lien on something of your real property. So like your house or your car that you are paying off, they'll put a lien on it and it'll basically add money that you owe to your mortgage or your car payment or whatever, and you will slowly pay down that debt along with the debt already accrued through the mortgage or the car payment as you pay it off. Meanwhile, that asset cannot be sold until all of that debt and the lien is paid off, and the material object, the car, the house, is basically the collateral in the lien. I don't know how you would word it. You know what I mean? It's basically theft. If you file a false lien on someone's property, you are stealing from them. You are committing a crime, and that's why in the United States it's considered a felony, because sovereign citizens were doing this maliciously against people they didn't like, because they think they can do that for some reason. I don't know who told them they're allowed to just file random liens against people. They're not. So it got like bumped up to a felony sometime in the last decade or so, I think.
But this is an actual lien that was done by one of our members that I assisted with. This is the actual deficiency notice from us and me as the Chief Justice.
Well, he's admitting to crimes on camera. That's not a great move. Nick says, shameless self-promotion in a meme I made. You wouldn't download a car. False. I would download a Tesla because fuck Elon Musk. You don't want to download a Tesla. Download a more reliable vehicle, please. I don't want you to get hurt.
Justice. I'm a Chief Justice, you guys. Okay, I figured out law and rights. That is being a winner. This is an affidavit of Ronald Paulson, the gentleman who did the lien. And then these are his actual liens, which he did using our stuff. Okay. National liens. Yeah. And that's where the reason a lot of you guys don't understand this is because it's international law. So you're not taught this stuff. And a lot of the local guys don't even know it. which is too bad. So again, we have programs, we have advocacy programs, food programs. I've fed people, everything, right? So that makes me a winner. Helping the world makes me a winner. And
there is no such thing as binding international law. Nations, as it turns out, really like their sovereignty. So, especially if you're in the United States, for instance, you could point out that something is against international law all you want. The United States doesn't care and doesn't recognize international law in that way. I would imagine Canada is similar. They're probably better because they're less fuck you, I'm America, because they're not America, they're Canada, but not generally how it works. Overthought says, hear me out, Napster, but for cars. Andrew Patella says, if you have to repeat, that makes me a winner, like a mantra, that's a clear sign of being a winner. True.
then let's go here, just again, more results. I'm a sovereign. Sovereigns are winners, citizens are losers, just so you guys know if you didn't know that already. And this is the affidavit of identity from Michelle Maddock, a lawyer who's also a notary. And this is her affidavit, not mine.
That's funny. I thought last time he mentioned her, he said she was a paralegal, which is different than a lawyer.
And this is her doing an affidavit attesting to my identity. And again, photo, thumbprint, notary stamp means it's legit. And it is all.
No, it doesn't. A notary stamp literally just means someone who is a licensed notary saw you sign a document. Nowhere does notarizing mean that the document is correct or official. I could write on a piece of paper, I'm the Emperor of the Andromeda Galaxy, Empress, rather, sorry, and I could go and pay a notary to have it notarized. It doesn't make it true. A notary is just a legal witness to the signatures made on a document and them being made by the people who are, you know, attested to sign them. My mom is a notary. She didn't have to do all that much. She didn't have to take legal classes and learn the law. She literally just had to, like, pay some money, do a little bit of, like, paperwork and stuff, and she became a notary.
All correct in law, and that's how
she had to be a notary because she was the manager of a bank, for the record.
Recognizes by judges on the record and all of that. I have that around here somewhere as well. Here we go. So this is from the actual law courts. Okay, this is them sending me the transcript of the judge actually acknowledging my jurisdiction on the record, Judge Korn. And
did he just say Judge Korn? I knew Jake would be caught up in this somehow.
Yeah, it's all in here, you guys. All the court transcripts, they recognize my jurisdiction, they understand it, who I am, and that's fact. This is actual case law. So within that, that's another reason that we've become so powerful over the last 12 years. And again, this is what being a winner is like. A winner gets judges to acknowledge their rights. They don't sell them out.
Okay, can you upload those documents so I can give them a read, Marcel? I'd love to see the transcript.
A winner doesn't have a job, so no one can regulate me to get a vaccine or not. Never in my life. And if you got it, you're going to die. Again, we posted the doctor.
No, I'm not.
Explaining that.
I'm actually less likely to die now. That's how vaccines work.
Again, I have merchandise lines. We have complete government ready to go. Okay, overview programs, credentials. The only thing that was left was for me really to start acting professional. And I wasn't being professional before because I didn't want to sell out, but now I'm tired of doing anything that's what a loser would do. So a loser would get mad, a loser would yell. Okay, I was doing that before, that was loser behavior, but I was high, flat out. I was high on weed, I just didn't want.
Okay, my experience with being high on the wacky tobacco is not quite, it's the opposite, in fact. See, Marcel, when you are yelling and raging, I don't believe that's the marijuana, because I've never seen anyone have that effect from smoking marijuana. It usually, like, is a sedative to people. It's a like a what's the word? What am I thinking of? Someone give me the word. A depressant? I don't know what the word is. It's a mellower, downer, whatever. It's a drug that, like, calms you down and makes you mellow, right? It's as opposed to, like, cocaine or something, which is, like, an upper, right? So, if anything, the marijuana was probably calming you down. I don't know that to be the case. I don't know that for a fact. It's different people can have different, you know, reactions. Maybe the weed was making you mad. I don't know. I really don't. I hope that works out for you. Either way. But I don't necessarily think it was the marijuana that was making you freak out and wear a cape and believe you're the emperor of the world. Vast Lunacy says a real winner gets chicken dinner or their favorite chicken substitutes.
I want to talk to people. I had enough going on learning this and doing it. But within that, my work is done now. Now, let's go ahead and share screen because I'm going to show you guys more of my work and my success here. Okay, so let's talk money. Now, I'm going to show you guys we make money. This is our bank account at TD.
Why is he showing us this? I don't want to see your bank account, Marcel. Hold on, let me take this off the screen. I know he's showing it. I'm not going to show his personal fucking bank information. I'll let you know if there's anything important on there. He showed his credit cards and his bank statements on video now. What is he doing? Nick says, I wasn't going to use... Oh, yeah. I wasn't going to use the N-word, but then I got high. I wasn't going to dox the... Oh. I wasn't going to use the N-word, but then I got high. I wasn't going to dox those girls, but then I got high. Now I'm a loud cow, and I know why. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high.
You can see here, Easy Web TD. Okay. Let's refresh this, just so that way you can tell this is live. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna go current balance $1,963.
Don't say it out loud.
I'm gonna show you guys over the last year our bank account. Period. You want to see if we make money? This is just without even being busy. Okay, this is a very minimal amount. Let's go from, say, April 2020 to now 2021. Search. Let's go. Let's show you guys. Okay, so this is the deposits. You guys can see here what it takes to run a
Looks like his money's coming in through e-transfers. I can't tell from whom.
society. Okay.
Trying to see where he's paying out to people. Just doing a lot of online transfers.
Sending out money in.
Let's say oh no, overdraft interest. Okay.
Got a little broke there for a second because I overspent. Oh no, that's right. Yeah. That's because that check went through from the staff who took like 6 months to cash it. So yeah, and going down, you see money. When's the last time you had a $2,000 deposit?
What's today? Last week? That's... Marcel, like, for an adult, that's not, like, crazy. A $2,000 deposit is, like, a paycheck for a lot of people. Not everyone, unfortunately. A lot of people get underpaid, but, like... Adults make that much money. Killjoy says this feels like the thing, someone who is insecure would do. Yeah, it's a little weird.
800.
Like, I don't want to see this. I don't need to see Marcel's fucking bank account. I don't care how much money the guy has.
500, 400, 500, 1,600, 2,300. And this is just what's in the bank account. We probably had double or triple this because a lot of what we get in comes in cash for privacy. But yeah, 2,500 e-transfer, 1,600. Again, just look, showing our bank. Here you go, guys. You want to see? These
are very standard amounts for an adult. with a decent middling income.
Having a sovereign bank account looks like. And this is a sovereign bank account, which is, again, being a winner. It's freaking amazing, you guys. The other thing is, when you're a winner, you get pretty girls. Or if you're a girl, you get better guys. You get a healthy family, healthy community, right? So see you guys, here we go. Continue down. Now let's go all the way to the bottom, just because this is a while. $137,271. Okay, now I would never make that in real life at a normal job with one credit in grade 10. Okay, so I've completed grade 9 as an education. Now I went into sales. I'm really smart, self-educated, and that makes
I'm not reading that, Daddy Sume.
me brilliant too. I did this all without going to school, you guys. Like, that's amazing. I'm just very proud and very happy. So again, $137,271.25.
To be clear, that's the deposits column, and then the column of expenses, or things that have come out, withdrawals, is $135,307. So he has made a roughly $2,000 profit over 1 year. Just to be clear. It sounds like a lot when he says, I had $137,000 in deposits. His withdrawals were $135,000. He made $2,000 in profit last year. That's not good. Tentacly Alien Man, thanks for 14 months.
And that's amazing. I hadn't actually done that.
Oh, he definitely owes back taxes, for sure. He outright says he doesn't pay taxes.
That's amazing to me. I'm so stoked. And again, that's going to go up to millions right away. As soon as I'm professional and I quit swearing at people, which for the most part, I'm going to stop. I mean, if someone's really a loser, I might still tie into them. I can't stand people who want to be losers. My parents are losers. They're alcoholics. You know, most of the people I've met in my life would rather work a job than run their own stuff. Winners, we run our own stuff. You own your own business. People work for you. You don't answer to people. They answer to you. When you're in solid cruise on the street, people listen or they get messed up in physical ways, period. So there's no room for negotiation in that. You're right or you're wrong, period. And I wanted all of that as well. So I'm going back to being cool with everybody. I don't care who you are, what you do. If you want to stay a loser, that's your choice. I'm done screaming at people for being losers. I'll just call you a loser. And even when I said the N-word before, I didn't mean it that way, you guys. I was just trying to show you guys you're owned as slaves.
That doesn't make it better.
Winners have their freedom. Losers don't.
If you're using a racial slur in order to illustrate to someone that you believe they are a slave, then what you have is you, a white guy, saying a racial slur. Period. End of sentence. Show me the orbs says, as soon as I'm professional. You mean when you stop holding water? That's a reference to a previous video in this stream for when this is on YouTube later. Exo Deadlock says, all this video is doing is convincing me that sovereign citizens is just a nice way of saying parasite.
Winners self-govern. They don't vote. Voting is voting for a slavery owner to control your life. And now we're going to go through some of my work here. So this is the fraternity house we did. Winnipeg Jets assaulting an Indigenous man. This is the Oxford doctor explaining that the jab, the vaccine, is going to kill you and why. Very credible.
No, it's not.
This is on Rumble. Just punch in Peacemaker Society and you'll find our videos. How to make an aqua lung. Again,
his Peacemaker Society Rumble page is no longer there.
And I was high the last 12 years. I'm sobering up now. I'm going to start hitting the gym instead. And then my brain will be more active to be able to deal with losers better. And not freak out on them, just leave them in the past. I could care less if you do or not. This is our full event on founding a society. This is our 20 segment series on
Hi, Cass.
Actually training you who we are and what we do. This is us as our own private law advocacy firm discussing law. This is my ex Dolores, who held me back the last 6 years because she's a loser and a coward, which is unfortunate, but whatever, I'm moving on.
What an asshole.
This is the university that
You think he might be a little bitter? Jesus.
University of Winnipeg International Copwatch Conference that was held at the UW. The Student Association supported us, lots of radio, lots of press. as well as doing the actual conference. So this is Shonda Petrova. She sold out too. She decided to be a loser. She never actually reclaimed her rights. We actually had a big falling out over it recently, but she wants to be a fat loser. Go ahead. Another thing, if you're gay, you're losing out on a family and being healthy. Being gay is a loser move, period.
Just to be clear, no, that's mean. I'm not going to say that.
I was almost brainwashed to believe that stuff when I was younger.
Let me just put it this way. Marcel, I am both trans and gay. I'm bi, right? I am in a home with 2 cats and a woman I love who loves me. I'm doing just fine.
I was sexually assaulted.
Tucker White says, oh my god, how much longer is this? If we're gonna sit here through Marcel's boring video, let's balance it out with some stupid infomercials. We can watch maybe one. Nick says, have you screened this for slurs? Nope. He got kicked off Rumble. I told you, I wasn't lying. Oh, window capture closed again. What the hell? One sec. Why isn't it working? There we go. Yeah. His Rumble page got removed, which is... I think that's the only Rumble page I've ever seen ever get removed. Andrew Batella says, gay people are missing out on being healthy. Dude, we're not in the 80s anymore. There are treatments for AIDS, HIV. Not to mention there's stuff like PrEP now that I think is... I'm not super familiar, but I've been told it's like a preventative. If you take that, you know, you're less likely to contract HIV. And there are actually human trials for mRNA HIV stuff. It's going through now, so that's cool.
You can crack them this way. You can crack them that way. And we've all done this. But no matter how you crack them, you always end up picking out eggshells. Not anymore. Introducing Easy Cracker, the ingenious new product that lets you crack open eggs, separate eggs, even crack hard-boiled eggs quickly and easily without the mess. Watch, it's so easy. Simply insert an egg into the cradle and squeeze to instantly crack and release the egg from its shell. No more messy countertops. No more slimy stovetops. The Easy Cracker separates any size egg from its shell in one simple motion, so you can crack them neatly right in the pan. No fuss, no mess. Uh-oh, crunchy eggshells ruin those muffins. With the Easy Cracker, the shell is always left behind, so you never have to worry about dropped shells. Peeling hard-boiled eggs.
I used to laugh at infomercials like this, like who would need this? But then someone pointed out to me that a lot of these devices are actually really helpful to either people with disabilities or the elderly who don't have as much functioning as they used to. And now I just think they're cool. Like in this video, I'm not thinking of random, you know, suburbanite in their 30s using this. I'm thinking of someone who, you know, likes to bake, but they're older and they have trouble, you know, maybe their hands are a little shaky or they have trouble with grip strength. I don't know. Stuff like this is useful for them. That's awesome. Tucker White says, is Easy Cracker a reference to the demographic this is clearly aimed at? Or people with disabilities, yes.
Eggs can take forever, but with one simple squeeze, peeling hard-boiled eggs has never been easier. Separating eggs are a hassle.
Then why not have a granny using it, show that demographic using it? Because it sells easier if they make it seem like, you know, because they wouldn't make money doing it if it were only targeted towards those individuals. So it's basically a product that mainly benefits people who are elderly or disabled, that is subsidized by people who buy useless products that they don't really need from infomercials. I'm fine with that. At least people are getting a thing, you know, that they need. Tucker White says they don't market it to people who are old and or have arthritis. This clearly marketed to people who aren't that. I understand the marketing is not for that, but I am telling you that is what the products often get used for. They market it to everyone so they can make money, but the people who actually benefit from products like this are often the elderly or the disabled. Colston says, my friend, like, are you just learning that ads are deceptive? Like, are you just, like, really? Are you like, but the ad doesn't show old people? I know, I'm watching the ad also. Colston says, my friend once said that these products are for old people who want to convince their family that they don't need to go to a home. It's a fucked up joke, but funny. Closed on Tuesday says, these types of things are perfect for people with EDS. Raven says, I have tardive oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I'm gonna probably butcher this. Tardive dyskinesia, I think that's close. I could totally use a pair of those. Yeah. Mike says, remember the jewelry infomercial that targeted the elderly in South Park? I do. Killjoy says, a huge portion of people who call and have dementia who call multiple times after seeing the ad. It's a real thing and really sad. CBC Mad, thanks for 6 months. Speedy Yoshi says episode 2 is out. Episode 2 of what? Oh, is this another Five Nights at Freddy's thing? Oh my god. I don't care about Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't understand the obsession. The lore isn't even that interesting. Oh, a guy murdered kids in the back of the pizza restaurant in this one suit. And now the ghosts of the kid. I don't care. I do not care. They're Chuck E. Cheese animatronics.
But the Easy Cracker has a special egg separator attachment too. Just place egg in the cradle and squeeze.
I'm not going to quit streaming until I alienate every single member of my audience by making fun of the things they love. I've done a lot of that work with making fun of anime, so I just got to target in on everyone's individual interests. Does anyone else have something that they treasure dearly that you'd like me to make fun of you for? I'm sorry. Devious Chilter says, it's a form of sex sells because people don't really buy things if they're shown being used by old people because old people are, quote, lame to people. It's sad. It's a sad reality, but hey, it works. I learned this in college. A lot of channels also won't run commercials with old people in it unless it's like Fox News. Yeah. Yeah, Doctor Who. Doctor Who is an amazing show in that it's not one bad show. It's been dozens of different bad shows throughout the decades. Doctor Who's my favorite show, but that's a pretty good joke. Star Trek. Star Trek is great if you're a nerd who... Nah, let me think. Star Trek is great because it was the best way to pretend you were smarter than you are up until Rick and Morty. Sweetie Yoshi says, make fun of me for still watching PBS kids shows like Arthur and Cyber Chase. Those are appropriate for your mental age, so you're good. Daddy Sume says, you'll never alienate me, Hannah. You cannot make fun of my Warhammer all you like. You cannot drive me away. It's really... No, that's too mean. That's too mean. Nope. Yep, you're right. I won't drive you away. Procacom says, what if I like watching Hannah streams? Watching Hannah streams is the worst thing you could possibly do with your time because I hate myself, which means you're watching someone who hates themselves make fun of things constantly. It's just misanthropic circle jerking. It's the worst. Why would you waste your time? Lily Love Stuff says, the problem is that I love anime, but make fun of most of it, and the anime I like is too obscure for a layman like yourself. I am truly winning. Ah, yes, I'm sure that the trade-off of me not being able to make fun of you is worth wasting brain energy on all the obscure anime that you have placed into your skull. I'm just being mean now. This is a roast. This is an audience roast, is what this has turned into. Speedy Yoshi says, the only thing worse than watching Hannah Reloaded streams is watching actual Jake streams. JK, love you, Jake. Raven says, I spent a lot of money on Ahego stickers. You can make fun of that. I couldn't say anything to denigrate you further than what you've already said about your horny anime stickers. Simple Cat Girl says, so Hannah is Han's worm hat? True. Okay. Back to the thing.
to divide the yolk from the white instantly. Make fresh meringues for pies or low-fat egg white omelets with ease. So don't ruin another egg.
Roast you for liking D&D. D&D is great because it allows you to act like you have friends even though none of you are actually social. It's great. You get to virtually have friends, and instead of actually being friendly and interpersonal with other people, you create characters to surrogate that for you because you're so socially inept you can't do it with your real personality. Roast you for liking Marvel. Marvel is great for people who have never matured beyond media for 8-year-olds. Daddy Sume says, and then kill people for gold. I don't know what that's in reference to. Prokagam says you need to start charging for these roasts. Okay, I'm done. Stop listing things, guys. We got stuff to do. I'm not just gonna make fun of things all day. Well, I will, but I'm not gonna make fun of all of you all day. Roast you for liking K-pop. Your interest is so stupid, I don't even know enough about it to make a joke. That's how irrelevant your fandom is. That XY girl says, roast stream when? H-Baird says, yes, let the negativity flow through you. Daddy Sume says in reference to being murder hobos. Ah, yeah.
Egg dish again. Just crack.
Hannah owns these.
Hey.
Just so everyone's on the same page.
I said what?
She owns every single one of these helmets that they've made. She has Iron Man, the Punisher, Black Panther,
Star-Lord.
Yeah, Star-Lord. She has the Wanda crown and Wanda and Vision's wedding rings and the necklace that
the sword necklace that
the
Monica
sword
had.
necklace.
Yeah, I stand by what I said. I love media for 8-year-olds. You gotta turn it on.
I know. I'm trying to figure out where the button was.
I have Stormbreaker, too. Vast Lunacy says clearly Baja is the roaster supreme.
Love you.
I love you, too.
Crack away with Easy Crack.
Alright, we get it. Easy crack. Let's finish Marcel's video.
By a lawyer who was older than me.
The XY girl says, roast us for our inherent need to be roasted. Your need to be roasted definitely doesn't speak to any sort of deep-seated insecurity that was developed in your childhood because your parents wouldn't pay enough attention to you, so you felt the need to act out in order to get any sort of response from them, even if it's a negative response. You're doing great. Blogarth says, Disney's Marvel, the flamethrower.
I didn't know if that made me gay or not. I just knew if I said I was bi, I actually got prettier girls more often, so that was amazing. Sorry, put that away there.
Wait, is Marcel saying he lied to people and said he's bisexual in order to hit on women? That's weird. Daddy Sume says, come on, Hannah, roast me. Go ahead, bring it on. You can't hurt me. I could. I could hurt you so bad you wouldn't come back to the stream for months, which is why I won't do it. The Pantangler says, Jesus, Hannah, I don't tune in to watch a murder.
And so, yeah, but I was never attracted to men. Yuck. And a lot of people who...
Marcel, if you're not attracted to men, that's fine. You can be straight. There's nothing wrong with being straight. Most people are straight. That's fine. But it's also fine if people are gay, or bi, or lesbian, or whatever, pansexual, asexual. Who cares?
Who think they're gay also just have issues with their mom or dad, or they were injected with a vaccine that killed their genetics.
The vaccine made me gay. True. Nick says, did Marcel accidentally have a bit of a Tate accent? I didn't notice. Mezzodescolia says maybe Marcel should try to start some D&D in 3.5. He could have played an Inquisitor.
You have to realize we're under psychological warfare right now, and winners know that and overcome it.
All right, I'll do a burn. Okay, Daddy Sume, I would make a joke about you, but having one personality trait and having it be horny is not substantive enough for me to even dig deep and find something to insult you with. In order for me to insult your personality, you would first have to have one outside of being horny. Is that one? Is that one? You asked for that. For the record, I'm joking.
There are some legitimate...
Meh. Andrew Patella says, I didn't realize I was NB until 6 months before I got my first Pfizer shot. Coincidence?
gay people, but you are a genetic defect. If everyone were like you, there would be no kids. So you're betraying nature. This is a photo album, and if you don't honor nature, that makes you a loser, period.
Daddy Sume is so horny that this is the first chat where I've ever considered opting into some sort of 6-foot social distancing for a virtual space so we don't have to be near him. That one was a bit of a reach.
Good.
Procagon with 1,000 bits says, for the roast.
Child of God status. This is a photo life tour. These are more doctors talking about the vaccine killing. This is me talking with Robert Ritzman on how to arrest.
Daddy Sume disgusts me so much, he makes me consider stopping being bi so I no longer have to be attracted to the same gender as him.
The legal system defeat Freemasons.
Strawberry for Wi-Fi says, is it weird I have a dating criteria where I only date bi or pan girls? Not for 3-ways or anything. I just think bi girls are less jealous and can find what I find attractive in other women. That's fine. That's fine to have preferences. Logard says, ooh, do me. No, I'm done. I'm done doing the roast. Seriously. I'm so over it. It's not even fun. It's just mean. Even in a joking way.
Judgment Day, talking about how if you don't care about freedom, why you're a loser, period. I also, you guys, I have musical artists, okay? I've produced 4 or 5 songs and different musical artists. This is our staff, Damla Zara, sorry. This is how to charge war criminals. Coaching Jackie Fig, who since passed away. Another thing, if you have the wrong people around you, that's going to make you a loser. That's why I get rid of people, and I do not allow people who do not follow what I teach to stay around me at all. And that's why a lot of people in the past had a problem with me. I called them out on being a loser, and nobody likes that. I didn't like being called out for when I was acting like a loser and swearing and yelling and saying the N-word and just stupid things you shouldn't do. So within that, I'm not going to do that anymore now that I'm going to be sober. This is going to TD, the bank account I just showed.
I've never heard the defense of weed made me racist. That's weird. Daddy Sume says, love you, Hannah. Well, thank you. Tucker White says, Hannah, can we move on, please? Marcel is just repeating himself. Yeah, we can move on. Logarth says, a cleanse. Tim Cook says, employees who leak memos do not belong at Apple, according to leaked memo. Funny. So that's Marcel. He's, you know.
You that sold people get rid of all the time going forward. No anything I want within. And even if you are a sovereign, to replace people.
I don't even know. This seems like a proprietary, maybe not proprietary. I don't think he had this made, but it's some non-standard video encoding software because it's not Rumble, it's not BitChute, it's not YouTube. I don't recognize this video player, but it's on his website because his Rumble got removed.
Hi.
I believe he does still have a secondary YouTube channel. He doesn't really upload to it anymore, though. 3 months ago was the last time he uploaded. So I don't know. Either way, I hope Marcel is able to get the help he needs, because he needs it. He needs it. Fast Lunacy says, Marcel has music. Marcel sing-along win. We've listened to some of it. It's not even funny bad. It's just like, eh. It's just bad. And he also doesn't sing it. He hires people on Fiverr and stuff to sing it for him. So it's not even fun in that way. The lyrics are just terrible, but, you know. Do we want to do a Dhar Mann video? One of these cringy moral tales? This one's short. Someone mentioned this TikToker one. We can take a look at this.
Oh my god, Allison Day? I follow you on TikTok. Can I get a pic?
Yeah, sure.
Is this like an actual TikTok person, or is this like a fictional TikTok person that they've made up for this video?
Thank you so.
I don't really look at TikToks. Like I think I have a TikTok account, but I never use it. I've seen individual TikToks that are pretty funny, but I watch them on like Reddit or whatever.
So much.
It's an actor. That's an ugly dress. Don't get me wrong, I'd wear that for Tinfoil Tuesday because it's shimmery and that, you know, that tracks. But like, I wouldn't wear that in public.
Wow. This is
This is stunning, is it? Did they get it off the clearance rack at a Goodwill? My god, look at the rhinestones, or whatever those are. What are those called? That's not rhinestones. What are those? Someone? Anyone? Sequins! Thank you. Those are like sequins that come out of like a jar in a kindergarten craft supply room.
stunning.
More like stun locking. Oof. See, I actually like this outfit over here that's like the denim skirt, the denim jacket, the sort of graffiti look. I kind of like that.
Oh, and it's my size. Excuse me. I'd like to try this on, please.
Is your mom with you or someone who can pay for it?
No, it's just me. Why?
My shop is a high-end dress store.
Pretty Woman did this bit so much better.
Famous people shop here, and that's a $1,200 dress.
That's a $1,200 dress? I wouldn't want to shop at that store. Oh my god. Tucker White says, I've lost the plot here. Stromboli for Wi-Fi says, can anyone else not stand TikTok's text-to-voice player? It's so grating. I sleep on the couch if my wife ever sends me one to teach her a lesson. What the fuck? 74Quinn74 says, how do you guys come up with all your TBR zingers? What do you mean TBR zingers? I don't know what you're talking about.
Might be a little bit out of your price range.
Okay, that's not a problem. I still want to try it on.
Look, I really don't feel like wasting my time. You should try Forever 21 or some other cheap store. Hi, ma'am.
Hi, I don't have much time. I'm looking for a special dress in a size small that really stands out.
Ah, well. How about this one? It's part of our luxury collection, but judging by your appearance, I'm sure you can afford it.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Nondescript PHC says, the Bible Reloaded, question mark? Do you really not know what the Bible Reloaded is? It's the show I first did like 10 years ago on the internet. I mean, it's still ongoing, but like it's the show that started my doing online things career. Like when you're funny on the Bible Reloaded. Oh, I don't know. We get it from our brains.
That's perfect.
That's why my last name on here is Reloaded. It's a reference to that.
Actually, I'll take it.
Great. I'll meet you at the register.
Don't ever go back and watch those episodes. They're terrible. I was like 17 or 18 at the time. Deeply in the closet. Edgelord piece of shit. Do not recommend. Daddy Sume says, wait, Hannah, you were funny on YouTube? When? Ooh, pretty good.
Register.
Sure.
3 blocks to the left.
Excuse me?
The Forever 21. I'm sure they'll have something in your price range.
When's the next joint TBR stream? Hopefully soon. Jake's been sick, so I'm waiting for him to get better. He's still not feeling great today. I know Sarah was texting in the group chat asking for someone to bring them NyQuil and some DayQuil, because I think they're both sick now.
I told you she'd be here.
Wow, I can't believe it's actually you. Can we get a picture? Yeah, of course.
Bard Like Moses says, I love the old TBR, but I'm glad you're happier now. Me too.
You are going to be the center of attention when you wear this dress. People are gonna think you're a celebrity.
Ah, yes. That's exactly the look I'm going for.
All right, your total is going to be $1,320 with tax.
Oh, yeah. Can put it on my card.
Great.
I'm guessing it's going to be denied or something.
Thank you so much.
No problem. By the way, what did you mean when you said you knew I'd be here?
It's all over Twitter. Look, everyone knows you're here.
It's not going through.
Stromboli says, why not just say Darmok and Tanagra? It's Darmok at Tanagra. Whenever people ask you about TBH pre-Hannah era, just throwing it out there. Largarth says, la la, what? Oh, la 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 la. It's the Bible Reloaded, a logic explosion like Jesus and Moses, but it's Hannah and Jake. Yeah. It's a good theme song. Honestly, if it weren't for that theme song, we probably never would have gotten viewers initially.
Let me try it again.
Did it work? Because I really need this dress.
It's still not working. Do you have another card you want to try?
No, that's my only one.
Well, do you mind paying cash? There's an ATM right next door.
No, I don't have that kind of money. That's why I wanted to use credit. Do you mind?
You can't afford a $1,300 dress. You don't have that much money in your bank, but you're going to put $1,300 for one dress on a credit card? That seems like a bad call.
Telling me where the nearest Forever 21 store is.
Sure. 3 blocks to your left.
I can't believe it's Allison Day. Allison, can I get a pic too?
Allison.
Nick says consumerism, folks.
What is going on here? Why are they taking pictures with her?
You don't know who that is? That's Allison Day. She has like 25 million followers on TikTok.
So she's famous?
She's a multi-millionaire. I can't...
Oh my god. Stromboli says, alright, I'm gonna go watch the episode of Star Trek TNG now. Have a good night, Anna. Love ya. Enjoy it. Temba, his arms wide. No. What would I say in this scenario? I don't care. It's a stupid fictional language.
Can't believe you don't know who she is.
Excuse me, Allison. Did you still want to try the dress on?
Oh.
TikTok doesn't pay much. I think a lot of the TikTok influencers make money from sponsored content. Could be wrong. I mean, that's how most people on like YouTube make big money as well, is like sponsored content and ads and stuff.
Actually, I'm good. I'll just go to Forever 21 since it's the only place I can afford.
Hey Dhar Mann fam, I hope you love that message. Please remember, we're not just telling stories, we're changing lives. And when you share my videos, you're helping to change lives too. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.
Oh god, evil foster care mother mistreats kid. I feel like this one's gonna be really bad. Thrash Mio says, and remember, that book is only valuable if they're a rich influencer. Duggar White says, that was cringe. F this video and F you, Hannah, for making us watch that. Cool.
Get your eggs and your pancakes?
Cool Cat says, Hannah, isn't it time for you to raid Shadow Legends ad yet? I actually got an offer to do a Raid Shadow Legends ad, And I want you all to know, they would have paid me money, but I said no. Okay? I have some dignity, okay? Not a lot, but a little. Enough to say no to Raid Shadow Legends. Princess Amelia says, I feel such a sense of dread. Don't we all?
Thank you.
Can I get you folks in?
What about Audible? I wouldn't mind doing like Audible or something, because I've actually used Audible. I like audiobooks a lot, but it's just not necessary right now. If my income were to like drop a bunch, I'd consider it, but I make, you know. I like the show being funded from you guys specifically, being funded by the audience through bits and gift subs and stuff. I don't like to feel beholden to anyone. I'd rather make the show I want to make. I don't want to be concerned about, oh, but what is the advertiser going to think? I'd just rather not deal with that. Tucker White says, Hannah, you're on Twitch. You can't have enough to turn down Raid. I'm a simple woman, okay? I don't need your fancy Raid Shadow Legends money.
Anything else?
Can I have a milkshake, Mom? Sure, honey. 1 chocolate milkshake, please.
I want a milkshake too.
Raina, you know your budget is $5. You already spent that on your eggs.
What the fuck?
Just 1 milkshake is fine.
I'll be right back.
How many digits we talking, hand? Oh, it was like $600 or something. I don't know.
But how come?
But it was also the money. If you don't know how Raid Shadow Legends works, is their sponsorships. It's contingent upon how many people sign up. So I would have to like be like, oh, join Raid Shadow and you do a stupid. You've seen the stupid fucking Raid Shadow Legends ads. And I'd have to do that, and then give you guys my personal code that they would give me if I did this. And then, like, the payment is as low, like, if no one signs up, you get nothing. If, like, a certain number of people sign up, you get a certain number. 600, I think, is the maximum. Yeah, not worth it. First of all, not worth it because I think it would make me look like shit. Because it would, because fuck Raid Shadow Legends, it's stupid and everyone hates those ads. And secondly, none of you would sign up anyway, because why would you? It's Raid Shadow Legends. So it wouldn't even be worth my time. It's really stupid.
He gets to have pancakes and a milkshake, but I don't.
I've told you this 1,000,000 times. He is my real son. And you are just a foster child. You don't get the same things he gets.
Why are you a foster parent then? What the hell? H-Baird says, you should be like every other queer YouTuber and work with Adam and Eve. I mean, I'd have to look into what their, like, sponsorship things are. I'm not against it. Mike Max says, so MLM the video game. Like, I think sex toy companies are actually chill enough that I wouldn't mind being sponsored by them, but... And also, all of you are degenerate enough that you would buy all sorts of sex toys, so... Daddy Sume alone could probably... if I gave him a code, referral code, he'd probably make some money. Tucker White says, use promo code REMLAZAR to get 500,000 credits and build your legends today.
Because I am his real mom.
Well, where's my real mom? I want to see her. She told me she'd come back for me one day.
Well, she lied. She probably doesn't even care about you.
I need to get a sponsorship from Bad Dragon. Isn't that the company that does, like, the fantasy creature and animal-shaped toys? Are they the company that did the one that was, like, an alien appendage and it released eggs into you?
And you are lucky to have me.
But
I don't want to hear another word. Oh, when the social...
Yeah, that's unique. Tucker White says, Hannah calls us degenerates so she keeps a fucking butt plug on her shelf in the shop.
The worker arrives in a few minutes.
Just for the reference, that has never been used. A fan sent that to me. It's basically just a silicon sculpture of Harold Penisman.
I will tell her I don't want you anymore either. You understand?
Yay, I won!
Can I see?
Sure.
Travis, I told you not to give Raina your iPad. Then she's gonna want one too.
Sorry, Mom.
Can I get the iPad? Just for a little bit? I want to play too.
I think you already know the answer.
Daddy Sumi says calling bullshit on that. No, that thing, first of all, way too big. Second of all, irregularly shaped. It would be terrible to actually use.
Answer to that. No.
If a fan sent it, how do I know it's never been used? Fair.
You know, taking care of you is a business. I need to make money off of you. I can't be buying you expensive things like an iPad. And what if you break it? You have any money to fix it? Any money at all? Yeah, I didn't think so.
All right, here's one delicious milkshake.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
It's the wateriest milkshake I've ever seen. This looks like chocolate milk.
That is so good.
Can I try?
No. That is for Travis.
What the
If
fuck?
he has any left when he's done, you can have some.
But I really want my own milkshake.
You need to be more appreciative, Raina. My contract for taking care of you is up. So when the social worker comes, I'm gonna tell her to place you somewhere else. And you'll end up all alone. Is that what you want?
No. I just want to be with my mom. She said she'd come back for me.
She gave you up. And she probably never even loved you.
That's not true.
What the fuck?
My mom loves me. I just know it.
If that's true, then she'd be here right now, wouldn't she? Is she here?
No.
You know this is fake, but it's making you cry. It's manipulative. It's disgustingly manipulative.
Exactly.
Raina. Mom.
Is no one... the mom showed up. Is no one else in this restaurant not see this? I guess not. Well, the mom did, so... And Colston says John Goodman and his family. I understood that reference.
Oh, I've missed you so much. I thought you forgot about me. Oh, sweetheart, you're all I think about. I've come to take you home. Really?
Just wait a second. Why did you bring her here? She can't just take Raina back after she chose to abandon her.
Oh, she's Raina's birth mother. She's fully entitled to be here.
Tucker White with a link.
Stop it, please, I beg you!
We gotta finish this one at least. Why are we watching this? Because it's cringe.
And for the record, I didn't just abandon her. I had no choice. You see?
Ooh, before we find out. H-Baird says, did mom have amnesia or something? Was she in rehab? How does any of this work? Well, let's find out.
Raina had a very tough childhood. Her father had...
Oh yeah, that's what an abusive, alcoholic father looks like. He's got a wife beater and everything. Wow. That's pretty on the nose. He's got the goatee and everything. He just needs a pair of Oakleys to finish off the look.
Big drinking problem. And whenever he had too many drinks, he would get aggressive and hit her for no reason at all. I would try to stop him, but then he would just let his anger out on me. would worry about Raina constantly.
She just has a Band-Aid that was clearly put on over her glasses.
I knew it wasn't safe for her to be there. So one night, I packed Raina's things and we left.
Look, okay, no, the Band-Aid is, I feel like in the previous shot it looked like the Band-Aid was over the glasses. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but Jesus Christ. That's how you know she's injured. The Band-Aid. Tucker White says, okay, this has just ventured into Grave of the Fireflies territory. It's so emotionally manipulative, it's almost hilarious. Ineffable Effort says, the conclusion to all of these is don't hate X type of people because they might not actually be X type of person. It's never that it's actually okay to be X. Yeah, I was going to talk about that. It's like written from the perspective of like a sociopath. It has nothing to do with empathy and actually caring about other people. Everything and every moral lesson in these videos is consequentialist in nature. It's don't do this because then bad thing will happen to you. It has nothing to do with you shouldn't hurt other people because it's bad to hurt other people and you should have empathy for others and accept other people for who they are and be a caring, loving person. It's always, if you do a bad thing might happen to you. It's the moral understanding of like a 5-year-old. It's so bad. It's literally just, if you do that thing, if you eat that cookie, you're going in timeout. It's never, you shouldn't eat that cookie because you should eat dinner first because it's better for you and you're going to ruin your appetite and you already had cookies earlier. You know what I mean? It's never why you should really not do this. It's just don't do this or else. It's the most base level, like, psychopathic idea of morality. It's so weird.
I took her to foster care. It was the hardest day of my life. Saying goodbye to my only child. But I knew I had to do it for her own safety. So you see, I didn't choose to abandon her. Everything I did was for her. I am so sorry, honey. He's not around anymore. You don't have to worry about him.
Did he die?
Don't be sorry. I know you just wanted the best for me. I love you so much. I love you too.
Okay, yeah, so that was really a sad story.
I like her jacket. I actually really like that jacket.
But Raina is still my foster child, and I have a contract on her, so you can't just come in here and take her away from me.
I'm pretty sure they can. I'm pretty sure a parent can if they come back. I don't know, though.
Had a contract. It expired today.
Well, then I want to renew it. I need her to pay my bills.
That would be disqualifying. If you said that, that would be disqualifying to being a foster parent. What?
I need the money from foster care to pay my rent.
It costs more money to raise a child than you get from the foster care system as a stipend for the child you're taking care of. What?
All right?
Look, I'm sorry, but it's not up to you. It's up to her.
Hey, Raina. I know you want that iPad. I'll get it for you.
Yeah, there's some underlying racist welfare queen type stereotypes going on here too. I don't necessarily know if it was intentional, but
If you choose me.
I choose my real mom. Oh, I love you so much.
Yeah, again, be good to people because they can be valuable to you. This has nothing to do with, like, don't be abusive because it's bad. It's just, it could come back to hurt you and you won't be able to pay your bills. So it's like, the moral is, if you're scamming the government, you better be nice to your foster kid to help you scam the government? What? Logard says, I feel like I'm having a very depressing stroke watching this and having to follow along.
Come on, honey. Let's go home.
Now you don't get a milkshake. Ha ha ha.
Do you think we can get a milkshake before we go? Oh, of course, honey. Whatever you want.
What's the view count on this video? 30 million views. 30 million views, and the vast majority is upvoted. This channel has 12 million subscribers. Did he just quote himself? Foster children are meant to be loved, not be meal tickets. Video by Dhar Mann. No shit.
Hey Dhar Mann fam, so you see, we're not just telling stories, we're changing lives. And when you share my videos, you're helping to change lives too.
I hate this guy. I hate him so much. Mike with a link.
Come on, man, we don't got all day.
I drink your milkshake.
Hey Kyle!
Where's that coming from?
Isn't
Hold
that the
on.
autistic kid that just transferred here? Are you friends with him or something?
Where is it?
No. Why'd I be friends with a loser like that?
Where's the video playing? There it is. Okay. Langrode says, this lady makes the Dursleys look like good foster parents somehow. Ashy Boo says, there are many foster parents who take on several foster kids so they can collect the checks and take care of them at the most basic level. It's horrible, but it does happen way too often. If you take on several kids, you get several checks, more than enough to pay for bulk bought cheap food and keep the extra for yourself. Well, that's disgusting. Fast Lunacy says, but imagine if she turned away from her real mom for an iPad, though. It'd be a twist on par with the first Saw film. That XY girl says, I mean, Dhar Mann videos are actually great for English language learners. The plots are super simple and the language is pretty entry level. That's fine, I guess. Weird morally, though. I don't want to play this, because DMCA, but, you know. I drink your milkshake. I know. So Dennis Prager put out this video in 1996. I think Hassan watched this recently, or someone else did, and they sent it to me, so I would like to check it out. What you got? Pizza? Oh. Were you able to get chicken and cheese? Cool. I will have that for dinner.
What would you say are the most important things about you?
My values.
My ability to recognize talent.
Honest with my family and friends.
I'm intelligent, I'm attractive.
My personality is very important.
I have no idea. Hello, I'm Dennis Prager.
And I'm Larry Elder. You notice that no one said anything about race or ethnicity? Almost everything else, but not that.
Oh, no! Oh, God! H-Bird says, this is so 90s it hurts. Of course, it's fucking Larry Elder, too.
That's because, deep down, we all know that the color of our skin and where our ancestors were born don't tell anyone anything important about us.
Dennis, we understand that you shouldn't judge people or how they are based on their race. But you do need to recognize that historically within the United States, people's race has been a factor in how they've been treated, and that is reflected in policies that still affect people today. No one is telling you to judge people by the color of their skin. They're telling you to recognize that people are often, unfortunately, judged for that reason, and we should combat that and try and look at policies to determine whether or not they are doing that. Speedy Yoshi says, if Dennis Prager asked what's more important about me, I'd say my DSL.
Do you mind if I open a window?
Go for it. Oh, that's certainly a musical choice. I'm correct in that... Wait, hold on. I just want to double check something. Right, this is the same Larry Elder, right? Who recently lost the election, the recall election. Oh. It is? Oh my god. Princess Amelia says, Republicans, we all know the color of someone's skins tells us nothing about them. Also Republicans, 1350, 1350, 1350.
As you can see, I have very white skin.
And I don't.
I'm Jewish.
I'm not.
I was born in Brooklyn.
South Central Los Angeles.
My grandparents came to the United States from Poland.
I, on the other hand, don't have a lot of Polish ancestry.
You now know our race and ethnicity. Do these things tell you anything important about us? About our values, our abilities, our personalities, our...
Yeah. Closed on Tuesday says, it's like they think that if you acknowledge that racism exists, you are somehow admitting that you are racist, which honestly says a lot about Dennis Prager. Yeah, it's super bizarre. Larry Elder wrote a book literally called, quote, Stupid Black Men. Oh my god. That's terrible. Speedy Yoshi says, I wonder how his ancestors got here. Daddy Sume says, tells me Larry has a much higher chance of sickle cell anemia.
Interests, our passions, or most important, our characters.
And does knowing our race and ethnicity tell you anything about the qualities that would make you want to consider either of us as a friend or as an employee?
What if by magic I could...
No, but the point of talking about race and how it affects people politically is because many people do, unfortunately. And even when they don't, policy decisions that were made long before many people today were even born are still affecting people of different races differently. That's why it's an issue. Daddy Sume says,
suddenly have black skin.
What if by magic I could have white skin?
Oh, no, it's
or
fine.
Brown skin.
It wasn't, for the first half second, I thought Dennis Prager was doing blackface, but it wasn't. They did a jump cut, and it's a different person who was sitting in his chair.
Or yellow skin.
Would that give you a better clue as to who I, Dennis?
Colston says, why is Dennis acting like he wouldn't judge someone by their skin color? Because propaganda.
Or who I, Larry, really am.
Why then, if race and ethnicity are so unimportant to our character, has so much attention been placed on racial and ethnic diversity?
Because the way, especially in 1996, are you kidding me, Dennis? Especially in 1996 and prior, let's just say everything in America was very, very white and about white people, right? Like, there were several shows on television that were notable specifically because they were about black families, like The Cosby Show, or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, or Family Matters, right? These are notable because the vast majority of television and media in general is not being made from that perspective. Speedy Yoshi says, Hannah, go back a few seconds. He said yellow skin. I know he did. I heard him. Sky Comet Fallen says, why Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies, though? Because public domain?
That's because of the well-intentioned desire to correct the prejudice which we all know exists.
Wow, these are fine credentials, Mrs. Johnston, just fine. I see you graduated from the University of Illinois.
Yes, and as you can also see, also worked for 3 years for Smith Aircraft.
Oh, that's fine, Miss Johnston, just fine. I'll think it over. Goodbye.
Well, I know I could do the job, sir.
I'm sure you could, little lady. Goodbye. Oh, Miss McGillicuddy, send in the next applicant, please. Ah, hello, young whippersnapper. Where did you go to college?
I didn't.
I see. Had any experience?
No, but that's fine. Just fine.
Fine, just fine.
It's cute that Dennis Prager thinks in the 1950s a black woman would have even gotten an interview for this job.
Fine. Any reason you feel qualified for this job?
Well, I'm white. And I'm a male.
They look a lot like Matt and Trey from South Park, right? Am I crazy? They look... Is this Matt and Trey from South Park? Why are they here? What? Oh my god, they're in a Dennis Prager video? What the fuck? Why did they say yes to this? I guess it's because they're super libertarian pieces of shit, and probably in the 90s were like, racism? That's not an issue. And then they named the one black character on their show Token. Simple Cat Girl says, listen, Dennis, when we say race plays into a lot of things, we mean that society had worked under a white supremacy often at times. It doesn't mean that race is the end-all be-all, Dennis. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Son, you just talked yourself into a job.
Well, that's how it often was, folks. Racial and ethnic minorities were often denied promotions or jobs, not because they weren't qualified, but because of their race, gender, or ethnicity.
That still happens. There have been studies in recent years that show that applicants for jobs with the same exact resumes get more callbacks when the names are more stereotypically white as opposed to names that are stereotypically Hispanic or black. We know this. This is like a fucking fact.
Now, if you want to solve this problem, you have two choices. One, replace the old racial, ethnic, and gender considerations with new racial, ethnic, and gender
What was it? Oh. When caller ID became a thing, real estate agents stopped answering phone calls from certain neighborhoods. Ew. That's fucked up.
Considerations, and that way end up with a diverse workplace.
Mesodescolia. Is this entire video just, like, gonna be like, I don't like, oh gosh, what's it called? He's just gonna be like, he doesn't like, affirmative action or whatever. Good to see Dennis Prager always had the brain of a bloated corpse. Vast Lunacy says that extended John Doyle intro got weird.
Or two, end all racial, ethnic, and gender considerations and simply hire people of ability and good character. And that way end up with a diverse workplace.
Oh my god. Ugh. This assumes that there are no people with prejudice in the systems that choose who to hire, which is not true.
You see, many well-intentioned people have opted for the first choice, aiming for diversity by emphasizing race, ethnicity, and gender in hiring. But there's a tremendous problem with this solution.
It's based on the same assumptions as the original problem, namely that people's race, ethnicity, and gender are very important. But they aren't.
The entire point! I feel like I'm going to be a broken record on this video, and I'm probably not going to watch the whole thing, because it's just going to be the same message over and over that I'm going to disagree with. And the entire point, Dennis, is that if we had a meritocracy, we would have a meritocracy. The issue is that we don't, and didn't in the 90s, and that's why we had to combat racial prejudice in hiring decisions by things like affirmative action, because people who were hiring, whether intentionally or not, through some sort of unconscious bias, were choosing to skip over qualified applicants who were best for the job, but they weren't white dudes, so they chose not to. Simple Cat Girl says, this also ignores all of the system's process was founded on racism that we still use today. Yeah.
And that is why there is so much confusion over what
Simple Cat Girl says, this also ignores all the... I just read that one, sorry.
What diversity really means. For example, would you say this is a diverse group?
Are you going to say it's not because there's not a white guy there? By definition, it's still diverse because they're all different genders and, like, races. That's diverse. But I assume they're going to be like, but where's the white guy?
According to today's understanding of diversity, you would say yes.
What was the direction for this scene? Just tap your pens on the table? What are they doing?
Now, would you say this is a diverse group?
I mean, I think they're all black, right? Like, that's not, by definition, diverse. What's your point? H. Baird says this is going to be diversity of opinion. Oh, God.
According to today's understanding of diversity, you would say no.
What?
They're all one race. Now let's go back to the group we thought was diverse. Excuse me, could you tell me where you went to law school?
Stanford.
Harvard.
Yale.
Stanford. Dartmouth.
What's your background?
Urban middle class.
Urban middle class.
Urban middle class.
Oh, so Dennis, you would like more opportunity for the poor to get into college without having to deal with tons of debt. So you would like public college then, right?
Urban middle class. Urban middle class.
What's your career ambition?
I'd like to make partner.
Make partner.
I'd like to make partner.
Partner. Partner.
People in a law firm in the same career want to do the same, have the same career goals? That's crazy.
One last question. Who are you going to vote for in the next election?
Whoever's against tort reform.
Whoever's against tort reform.
Tort reform.
Whoever's against tort reform.
Okay? Again, this is the weirdest straw man. No one has ever claimed that people of specific races are going to have the same opinion. This is not, nor have ever been the point. What are they doing?
Now let's go back to the group which we thought was not diverse. Excuse me, I'm curious to know your back.
Okay, I think I'm done with the Dennis Prager thing. I feel like it's just gonna frustrate me to no fucking end. Why did that folder say Amera Asian?
Your race. We don't share culture.
Ever seen this magazine before?
Morning.
It's just straw man the video. It's entirely trying to sidestep the actual argument at play that was both happening in the 90s and is still happening today. That yes, racism is bad, and people should not be judged by the color of their skin. However, unfortunately, we live in a society where that does happen. It's baked into the very systems that control our lives, and we need to adjust that. We need to change these systems and make sure that people's biases, conscious or unconscious, are not preventing qualified candidates from getting certain jobs or certain positions in society. Period. That's the whole thing. Okay. End of video. Ugh. Oh, you know Tom Hanks's Chud's son? He likes to talk in a Jamaican accent.
Big up the whole
This is the guy who started the White Boy Summer thing.
island massive. It's your boy Chet, coming straight from the Golden Globes, you want saying? Me see me father Tom Hanks presenting in a white soon forward come. Big up, tune in. Yo.
I don't know. I really don't.
Big up the youth them way out of Kingston.
Probably because he was raised rich. Maybe Tom wasn't. The thing with, like, being rich and having kids is you gotta be real careful, otherwise you'd raise them to be complete, egotistical, uncaring pieces of shit. I think, unfortunately, Chet Hanks fell into that.
I wake up this morning and me see the thing turn up. Internet gone mad. Respect, you don't know. Me soon forward a yard. Booyaka, booyaka.
Or, it could be this. All the evil and dickishness in Tom Hanks, he's such a nice guy because it was all stored in his balls and was separate from his actual being. And then he impregnated his wife, and all that douchebagginess just got all up in there and impregnated her. And that's how Chet Hanks was born.
Hey, yo, listen.
I mean, I don't think his other kids are bad.
Are they younger than Chet? Yeah, just curious if they are. Might be that he was the first kid and Tom learned some lessons. I don't know. H-Bears said, he's what we used to call a trustafarian. Lily Lovestuff says, this is why you don't white people go to the Caribbean and African club with you. I assume don't let. Vast Lunacy says, like a reproductive Green Mile. I've not seen the Green Mile, so.
Son, me drop one big tune right now upon SoundCloud. Link in bio, go listen now. Big tune. Make the thing go up like 7. Up. Go listen.
Colin Hanks is the only child? Well, that's just a shame then. Chet's just a dick.
Now, big tune. Straight.
You don't love man, so don't love me. Me get y'all easy like don't Remy.
What's the video?
It takes a pad like no problem. Yeah. Right? Not afraid at all. That's a great cat right there. It takes a pad like no problem. Yeah. Right?
It takes a bat like no problem.
Oh. That's a great cat right there.
I want that guy to narrate every cat video of all time. This guy come up fall and says, Chet is a lesson on why we use condoms. What the hell? Oh god, Channel 5 did a Chet Hanks interview.
I was hooking up with this chick. One day, she was on the phone with her family in Jamaica, and she was really in the middle of a heated conversation. Tell that pussy clot girl me know what. I really had no idea what the fuck she was saying. And her friend said, "Feel me picking in the car with me so I can't chat." I'm like, wow. So wait, break that down. So then she started breaking down a lot of shit. I'm like, how do you say this? John no star. How do you say that? Up like 7. Oh. And she was just telling me how to say different shit. So like for like a week, like I was really on a Jamaican tip. And that just happened to be the week of the Golden Globes.
Me father Tom Hanks presenting in a white soon forward come. Big up the whole island massive. It's your boy Chatana coming straight from that Golden Globes, you want saying? Big up, tune in.
I turned my phone on and the video had gone totally viral.
Yeah, that's Chet, you guys. I am shook and frankly, hella confused.
Dude Spanking Dude says on Wikipedia about Chet, quote, On August 10th, 2021, Hanks posted a video to Instagram initially urging viewers to get the vaccine for COVID-19. He then revealed it was a joke and denied being vaccinated himself, claiming, quote, "You ain't sticking me with that mother effing needle. It's a mother effing flu. Get over it, okay?" End quote. He received backlash for these comments on social media, with many pointing out that his parents had developed COVID-19 the previous year and publicly encouraged others to get the vaccine. Yeah. He's a dick. You think his parents are disappointed in him? I hope so.
Big up the youth them way out of Kingston.
It's just, like, why? I just don't get why.
Appropriation.
I had Jamaicans blowing up my Instagram. Respect, General. We're gonna come to the island. You know what I mean? The Jamaican people showed me the most love, hands down. But then you got all these social justice warriors in America saying that I'm a fucking villain.
How do you feel about the idea of cultural appropriation overall?
I don't fucking know, dude. If I'm interested in fucking bullfighting, I can fly to Spain and go watch a bullfight. And if I want to go talk to a matador and say, "Hey, bro, can you teach me how to fucking fight the bulls?" And he's like, "Hell yeah, bro. Here, put this on." He's stoked that I'm stoked, right? Some asshole out there is gonna...
Chet Hanks seems to be the embodiment of rich douchebag. You know what I mean? Who's never had any real problems in his life. So he genuinely just can't understand where any normal person is coming from, because normal experiences and struggles are so alien to him that he doesn't understand that what he is describing is a bizarre situation where no one on Earth except a select 0.001% of wealthy people could in their head go, "Yeah, I could fly to Spain and become a bullfighter at any point because I have no responsibilities or consequences because I'm rich." How bizarre.
It's gonna say I'm fucked up because I'm culturally appropriating the matador culture. But I'm not even like mad though.
Matador culture. Okay.
Because all these haters, they're on the way out, dude. There's more people that fuck with what the fuck I'm saying than there's people that are angry about what the fuck y'all talking about.
When was this posted? September 20th, 2021.
And that's a motherfucking fact.
Big up the whole island them, man.
Just don't do that. Don't even do that.
Why not?
You just need to practice before you go on like a stage like that.
Big up the youth them?
No, don't do that, dude.
How did I do it wrong? I don't understand.
Big up, say it with passion, bro. Big up the youth them.
Big up the youth them. I think we almost sounded the same. I gotta do it a little better.
Can you coach him through this? This is starting to stress me out.
Breaking news. You're watching Channel 5.
I don't know the guy's name from Channel 5, Andrew. He's hilarious.
So what was it like for you growing up as
How am I not subscribed? I've seen so many of his videos. Maybe I was subscribed to the old channel he used to do this stuff on before he went out on his own.
the son of a prominent celebrity?
And it was really kind of like a double-edged sword. People assume, and I just lived this life, like super privileged life, like Richie Rich, you know what I mean? And that
you clearly did. No offense, Chet. Actually, fuck it, offense. I don't care if you're offended. Then I'm pointing out, yeah, you grew up incredibly wealthy. You grew up so wealthy, you don't even understand how wealthy you grew up. Like, seriously. The concept of not being able to pay a bill or have food that night is so alien to him, it probably doesn't even cross his mind. Like, I don't think he can imagine the concept of being hungry and being like, I wish I could buy food, but I don't have any. And I don't have any money, and my bank account is overdrawn, you know?
That just wasn't the case. And it was actually the opposite. Damn.
I was very disadvantaged because my father is one of the most popular American actors of the 20th century. So things were rough.
I got these bitches shook. Damn. I can read you like a book.
They never fucking gave me an allowance. I don't know if I'm the...
Chet, I didn't get an allowance either. And also my parents weren't multimillionaires. So...
the brokest rich kid or the...
multi-millionaire?
No! Surprisingly.
Very surprising.
Richest broke kid. I love my mom and dad a lot, but it was kind of inevitable that I rebelled because they had me like on a really short leash. They're like really like goody, square, you know, Boy Scout, Eagle Scout, Scouts Honor type people. You know what I mean? And that was never my vibe.
Who is this? This is Chet Hanks. This is Tom Hanks' son. He's a douchebag.
For example, like when I got caught smoking weed, right? My mom was out in absolute hysterics. Oh my God! You know what I mean? Like it was bad. I got sent away to a fucking wilderness program when I was 17. It was foreign.
Look at him! He's wearing gold chains as like an 8-year-old. Yes, clearly he struggled so much. Oh my God. Look at that.
In the morning, the lights flip on. There's 2 huge dudes in my room. Bodybuilder looking like bouncer types, bald heads. They're like, you're coming with us. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. And they just, you know, put me in the back of a car and drove me.
Oh God, did Tom Hanks and his wife do that like kidnap your kids thing? That's fucked. I don't like Chet, but you shouldn't do that shit to your kids. Are you kidding me?
Out.
Over pot too? Jesus Christ, Tom.
To the middle of nowhere. This was in my junior year of high school, and I never returned.
Do you ever feel like you wish you had different parents?
No, never. Sometimes I just wish that I could have like been.
I respect Tom Hanks less now, so that's fun. Hydrate.
More anonymous.
Do you think you would have succeeded to the same degree on social media if you were a blank slate?
Probably not. That's why I'm saying it has pros and cons. It has advantages and disadvantages. You know what I mean? People assume that because like...
I assume he means never returned as in never returned to high school because his previous sentence was, I was a junior in high school and never returned. He never returned to high school, is what he's trying to say. Do I want to hear a funny story? Non-binary superpower says, so I finished up night shift, come home and was inserting the key into the lock when the guy from my flatmate's one-night stand is opening the door for me and he's leaving. I walked in and said, Alexa, play I Just Had Sex, and went to bed with the sound of my flatmate screaming with laughter from her bedroom. That was fun. Funny.
Like my dad is super famous that like everybody would like want to be my friend and be like kissing my ass, and that just wasn't the case. If I walk into a room and someone's like, oh, you know who that is? That's...
Yeah, I know I need to readjust the channel point stuff. They were really high when I set them because I didn't have any channel points rewards for a really long time. So people had like, you know, hundreds of thousands they were setting up. So I do have to adjust those down now that the market of channel points, so to speak, has settled a little bit. I was just trying to burn people through them.
That's Tom Hanks' son. The logical reaction is for someone to assume that like I must be like a real cocky, arrogant, spoiled brat, like piece of shit. Like people were inclined to hate my guts. I just internalized it.
It doesn't help that you act like a spoiled piece of trash.
It just developed me to kind of like have a really negative chip on my shoulder and be very kind of like defensive, just on edge around like meeting new people.
Pussyclot! Fuck them, Ross! Donald no one around but big boss man Biden.
So thinking back to your earliest memories in life, what is the earliest instance you can remember that someone treated you super weird because you were Tom Hanks' son?
I was nice with Foursquare. I beat this kid in a game of Foursquare, and he got super pissed that I beat him. And he was like, you just think you're so fucking cool because your dad's famous. You know what I mean? And I was like,
poor baby. That's a struggle. You beat a kid in Foursquare, and he yelled at you for being Tom Hanks' son.
Man, that had nothing to do with...
Princess Amelia says, I'm still saving up for Dancy time. City Streetlight says, Foursquare, question mark? It's a playground game kids in the United States play. You have a large square on the blacktop, either painted or in chalk, and then that's divided into 4 equal sections. 4 kids, 1 in each section, and you take like a ball and you like bounce it between the squares. Like you're not supposed to hold it. I think you literally are just bouncing it. It's a little bit like the rules of ping pong, where you're supposed to kind of smack it into their thing and they're supposed to smack it to the next person. I don't remember the specific rules. I haven't played that since elementary school. DM Trey, thanks for subscribing at tier 3 for 16 months. Wow, thank you.
With it, you know what I mean? Yeah. I realized then at that moment that like me being like who I am like meant nothing to me but it meant a lot to other people.
It's Chet Hanks, baby. Follow me. Last night was crazy, just made it home.
He did the why does every kid of, I say every, it's a trope though, kid of famous person tries to start a music career? That's such a thing. What's with that? It's weird.
Open your number, found room in my phone.
Just too much money, I guess, and not enough people telling them no.
What was the first way you expressed yourself?
Okay, well, I started writing bars, rhymes, raps, whatever you want to call it, when I was 15.
Do you remember what your first bars were?
First things first, man, we talking about the hearse. I got mad gifts, but this verse about the curse. Or when life stops and the good times cease, Dee's aunt and Dice grandma rest in peace. That was the first verse I ever wrote.
So you were coming out the gate pretty hard.
I mean,
damn, I got these bitches shook. Damn, I could read you like a book.
Let's get into White Boy Summer.
Bad gal, white dandada. Rude boy, it's a white boy summer. Bad gal, white dandada. Rude boy, it's a white boy summer.
What is White Boy Summer?
White Boy Summer is me.
Booyaka, booyaka.
And then it got co-opted by white nationalists. I actually don't know enough about Chet Hanks to say whether or not, he's definitely a chud, but I don't know if he's like a white nationalist. I don't even know if he thinks enough for that to cross his mind. You know what I mean? And this video had, you know, people of all sorts of different races in it, so probably not. But, like, it's funny that he is such a dumb asshole that he accidentally encapsulated something that, like, took white nationalists online by storm, and they're like, yeah, White Boy Summer! So fucked up.
White Boy Summer is fun, inclusive.
What's a chud? I thought you thought it was just another name for a right-winger? Yeah, it's basically what it is. Chud just means shitty right-winger, basically.
I'm not talking about like Trump, you know, NASCAR type white. I'm talking about, you know, me, John B, Jack Harlow. White Boy Summer is love. It's about the white boys that love black queens. It's the white boys that are tuned into the black girl magic. That's really what White Boy Summer is all about.
Okay.
Just shining a light on interracial relations.
So, he's probably not a white nationalist, he's just a fucking weirdo. What the fuck?
How long have you,
He's like fetishizing, and in fairness, you could be a white nationalist and fetishize, like black women. You could do that. But I don't get that impression. I just think he's not very bright. Honestly.
Preferred black queens.
As long as I can remember.
Yeah, I might make it twerk. Yeah, let me see a nigga twerk.
White Boy Summer, Black Queen Summer, boom. Black girl magic is a very real thing.
What is it?
Magic.
Can you describe it with your body language? So how do the words work when you speak like the Jamaican patois? Like,
I don't know, dude. I don't really know. I just know a little bit. Big up the whole island massive. Jano Star. Big up the youth them. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Make the king go up, up like 7, up, 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 boop, boop, boop.
What'd you think about the picture of Adele with the Jamaica bra?
Adele. You know, I say me a prayer from long time, but after I see a picture of that, it's sweet me.
That was tight. I'm literally making a conscious effort now to not think or give a fuck at all about what these people are possibly saying or talking about. And then that kind of created a whole different beast. It's like people, like, I'll be getting like this last week, I'm like getting a haircut. And my barber's like, dude, so you're Tom Hanks' son, huh? You really Tom Hanks' son? Tell your dad to come in here. And it's like, yeah, dude, for sure. You actually think I'm gonna tell my dad that? Like,
for the record, Chet Hanks is a douchebag, but I do think that's also a rude thing to do. Like, people who are related to famous people, I imagine, get that kind of shit all the time, and they don't need to hear it. if you ever happen to run into someone who's related to a famous person, don't make the conversation about the fact that they're related to a famous person, because I imagine that's a lot of the conversations they have, and they're probably fucking sick of it. And don't try and use that connection to, like, be like, oh, tell your dad, Tom Hanks, to come into my barber shop. I imagine Tom Hanks probably has someone come to his house and cut his hair, because why wouldn't he? He's incredibly wealthy. Simple Cat Girl says, the thing that kills me is when Megan the Three Stallions coined the hot girl summer, it literally did not include anything about race. It was just means to love yourself for the summer. Like, I'm wondering where the white came from. Him just being dumb, I think? Probably.
Like, that's the kind of shit me and my dad talk about. But people are so oblivious, dude. They don't even stop to think about how many millions of times have people told me that. You know?
Razzle Tazzle says, happy Mabone, everyone. Time to welcome in the dark. I'm not familiar with what that is. Littlest Little Leafy says, I lived in the South growing up, Southeast Georgia, very mixed community. I'm used to white people and black people sharing and borrowing aspects of speech and stuff, and that was okay, but this feels icky. Yeah.
What my favorite movie of your dad's is? And I'm like, what? You know, like, Forrest Gump.
Oh shit, that's Tom Hanks' son right there. Yeah, look at him. That's him. He tied it up, getting his workout on. Forrest Gump, it's a classic. On my live. That's great, bro. On my live, Tom Hanks' son right here.
So how do you feel about the fact that you just met Tom Hanks' son?
Hey, it's cool as fuck.
Has he seen your music video?
Yeah. I showed my mom and my dad, they were like, this could be this is like a Cardi B. You know what I'm saying?
What are your aspirations for your music career?
Pop off. I'm trying to...
It is a Celtic cultural celebration of the turning of the season. Oh, cool.
Be doing shows all fucking summer, dude.
Have you written any bars recently that you're hyped about? You could spit for us?
I could just spit some freestyle bars.
For sure, that'd be good.
Okay, we're chilling on my balcony. I'm doing an interview with you, Andrew. You know what I'm saying? You're that dude. You got a biker hat on. What's that about? Is it for the clout? It say Route 66. I pick up sticks. I might pick up your bitch in a fly-ass whip. You know what I mean? I might go do some burpees right outside of my shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to get a pack out of 6, like a 6-pack. I might drink a 6-pack of Stella with a bitch named Bella, because I'm a good fella. You know what I'm saying?
The worst thing that can happen to wealthy people like this is that they don't get told no enough, and they get this unearned sense of, like, achievement or competency. It's very interesting, because clearly he thinks he's an awesome rapper. And don't get me wrong, he does better than I could do. I can't rhyme for shit. But, like, he's not good. There were kids in my high school class who had mixtapes and wanted to be, you know, rappers who did better than him. And they were like 16, 17 years old, you know?
You know what I mean? It's just off the dome, it's off the cuff. I just spit the truth, no bluff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a must to keep it real. If you're really in the field like Holyfield, you already know the deal. You know what I mean?
Logard says, the only bars I want associated with this man is jail bars for his criminally bad rapping.
I mean, it's white boy summer, I show the real. You know what I mean? It's not on you, it's in you. You know what I'm saying? I've been a fool, but I've been that dude. You know what I mean? I've been that dude, and I'm just trying to keep it cool. Laid back, you know what I'm saying? Laid back like Pat Sajak. I spun the wheel of fortune. You know what I'm saying? I got a bitch, she's gorgeous. I'm trying to make it to the Forbes list. You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling on my porch, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I don't gotta write it. I just recite it, and every time I recite it, I ignite it. You know what I mean? I ignite it. Because it's lit. You know what I mean? And I'm really with the shits.
And we don't give 2 shits.
We don't give 2 shits.
And we about to hit up yo bitch.
We about to pull up with yo bitch.
With yo bitch. And 2 sticks.
Okay.
At the badminton club, finna empty out the clip.
Woo!
Princess Amelia says,
White boy summer on a broke bitch.
Woo!
Come on, man.
Yeah, shit, man.
One more time?
Breaking news. Breaking news. You're watching Channel 5.
Cocaine, marijuana.
Define Illuminati.
An elite cabal of child sex traffickers who control the global banking system.
No.
We're at Venice Beach. That's Chet. I'm Andrew. He's doing 100 burpees. I can only do 30, but tomorrow I'm gonna do 40.
So give me all of you in exchange for me. Hey.
I assume they're asking because he has like an all-seeing eye Illuminati symbol tattoo on him. MH Darkbeast says, thought this might be a fun cleanse, as you said you wanted to go there someday. And Mike says, why does everyone think they can be rappers? I don't know.
Celebrate the new year with savings. Like this.
Oh, is this Omega Mart?
Honey glaze and
Are those the guys that tricked Nathan Thompson? I think that was a different guy. I could be wrong, I guess.
It's gonna be a great 2020.
Theorists, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
I'm definitely not gonna watch this whole video on stream. I might watch it later, but because I watched this guy's videos and I already know all the Omega Mart lore stuff. I've seen the walkthroughs of all the stuff. For those who don't know, Omega Mart is a interactive art installation in Las Vegas, and it's very cool.
Pop that shit up, man. Yeah, come on, man.
I think I've seen all his videos already. Oh, the Derek Chauvin trial verdict. This one's got to be bad.
We don't need nothing in that building to let us know what we saw. We all saw murder. We all know.
See, I don't know if I would. I'm so glad that Chauvin got found guilty. Holy hell.
What the verdict
I think we were on stream live when that got revealed. That was awesome.
truly is. Chauvin! Guilty! Chauvin!
We were? Yeah.
Guilty! Chauvin! Guilty! Chauvin! Guilty!
You stand on a motherfucker's neck for 9 minutes, 29 seconds, with your hands in your pocket, with your feet off the ground, all your weight on a person's neck. When people kill in the hood, they get life for it. They go to jail. Cops, they get a motherfucking paid leave when they kill us. And we're supposed to just fucking accept that. We angry. We don't know how to go about it. We don't.
Is this the verdict for the 14-year-old boy? No, this was the George Floyd one. It's sad that you have to ask, isn't it?
We don't know how to litigate. We're gonna tear something up. That's all the fuck we know how to do. We tired, bro. We hurting. Our children are afraid. Resisting don't mean you need to lose your life. Because I done seen some white people try to kill y'all, stab y'all, run up on y'all. You were very patient with them. We're tired of this shit, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets off.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get off. That's why he was looking in that camera like this, bro. He wasn't scared.
These are white people that live out in the suburbs. They don't know the mannerisms, they don't know how people talk. And then they come into the city, they literally think that this is a wild war zone and they're ready to shoot. We need our own people, you know, securing the streets.
I have a friend right now doing life without parole for a crime she didn't commit. She just dropped someone off. She didn't even drive. She dropped them off. They committed a murder. She had no idea, and they implicated her on the murder. She's in Stillwater Prison. Her name's Antoinette Johnson. Free her. She's been in there for 4 years. So if she can get life without parole, and we seen him murder, then he should be doing the same time.
The guy fucking killed him on video.
This is as blatant as it gets. It's in the black and white. It's in the numbers.
If Derek Chauvin doesn't get at least 20, 25, it's going to be an uprising. It's going to all burn.
Because it's peaceful, we should overcome. Marching that shit ain't been working. Where is the dude that killed my homeboy Philando in cold blood? He probably a cop somewhere else in a different state.
You feel me? Fuck them. They got guns, we got guns. They got vests, we got vests. We not our ancestors, bro. We'll die for a reason now.
If they don't make the right choice, Minnesota's going to have to pay.
There's got to be an immense weight on the jury. There's a realization that it isn't just about Chauvin. It's an indictment of a system.
We need justice. This is the day.
Now, the riots after the death of George Floyd last May damaged hundreds of businesses, especially in the Lake Street corridor in Uptown.
I don't give a fuck about their businesses.
They were smashing cash registers with hammers to steal other people's money.
So counterproductive, it's beyond belief.
I understand that it's not easy to keep emotions in check when nobody seems to be keeping them in check. I get it. Now you start committing crimes and it's a riot, that's not protest.
That's not that.
Everyone feel like that. Everybody feel like that. That's all I gotta say.
I'm not gonna say what I want to say.
We burnt everything down. And we gonna keep burning everything down, and y'all gonna keep giving out these 20K loans, and we gonna keep finessing the government, folks. Stop killing us. We don't do no harm. Y'all act like we walk around this bitch with bombs. Y'all act like we walk around this bitch armed for no reason. We got a reason to be armed, bro. Only reason why these little niggas got guns, folks, is because they scared of the police, folks. And when motherfuckers start shooting back at them, then they gonna say it's our skin color. It's our motherfucking where we from, bro. They put us where we at, bro. Record these apartment buildings, folks. Record it, folks. This is really the hood. It's 7 buildings, bro, full of niggas that do the same shit. We doing shit to make them look at us like that, bro. We can't really blame them, but they can't be scared either. What y'all scared for? You got a shotgun in your car. You got a pistol on your hip. You got a taser on the other side. You around this bitch looking like Batman, and you scared. If you scared, quit. Because if it was me, I would have been dead too. Why? Because I fight back. I'm never going.
Today, we are seeing Minnesota National Guard members stationed throughout the city. People who live and work in this community are just trying to prepare for whatever outcome is possible.
In the next 10 minutes, you're going to witness history. This verdict is going to determine what we see for policing and politics going forward for this city.
We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant.
Derek Chauvin's been found guilty!
No! 3 convictions!
Say his name! Say his name! Say his name!
The world had to stop! The world had to stop! Everybody had to stay home and watch 9 minutes of this shit! Watch a black man cry out for his mother, who's already gone! We had to watch that while everyone was inside quarantining! The world had to stop. The world had to stop for this victory. I'm joyous. I'm angry. I'm still angry. I want to bring black life into this world without us having to do this shit. I want us to grow old, be unscathed, be unbothered, and flourish.
Now people are going to see that a law cannot continue to be above the law and get away with it.
This is only the beginning. This is one victory. We need 3,000 victories for over 400 years. That's it. I want to take this whole country back. This is our fucking country. We got this victory, but now we have to abolish every system in America that doesn't work for black people. And that's every system in America. They gonna get on TV and say that the system worked, but they'll be lying. The system don't work, didn't work. We work.
This shows that the pressure of the people fucking works.
I'm very much surprised. If you want to keep it honest, this is un-American.
He thought he might have got a manslaughter count, but now he's feeling it. He's feeling it. He had to go to jail. He's in jail right now. That's the jail with the clock.
Obviously, the prison industrial complex is one of the biggest fucking problems in our country, but I want to see that motherfucker rot in jail.
We stepped up, because we seen how that shit affected us. Boy, it's all love today. It's 420. Spark that motherfucking shit and turn the fuck up, because history has been made.
We won.
Fuck you, you guilty bastard! Derek Chauvin's a guilty bastard. He sucks dick.
It's the result of
Do you still have a headphone in?
Yeah, I wanted. It's kind of great.
It's time to celebrate. Some people say it's not nothing. It is something.
Now you have a case that's already been proven. Now you have something to go off. Think about most trials. They always go back to different trials and different verdicts. So now you have some proof.
They need to convict all of them, and Kim Potter as well.
I don't even talk to my dad like that. My dad just got out of jail. He got out of jail and he called me and he told me my cousin dead. I'm like, how he died? I'm thinking it's some niggas. Nah, it's the police.
Who'd you say your cousin was?
Dante Wright.
Protests on the streets of suburban Minneapolis yesterday after a police officer shot and killed 20-year-old Dante Wright during a traffic stop.
According to the police chief, who has since resigned, Potter thought she was firing her taser, but drew her gun instead by mistake.
Did this go to trial yet? Has she even been...
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know if she got charged with anything.
Mike Mack says Republicans, when they see this, be like... Jesus Christ. No.
The first instinct somebody does when they're scared is they run. You know what I'm saying? If you get into an argument with somebody and you're scared, you're going to walk away. He knew what type of time the police was on, you know? You didn't even tell my brother what he was being pulled out the car for. You know, if you guys would have been honest, you guys knew who my brother was. It's not right. Is she colorblind? I mean, a taser is bright yellow. A gun is dark black. One's metal, one's plastic. One weighs more than the other. It's not a mistake. It's a murder.
You can't tell me a 25-year veteran on the police force doesn't know a taser from a Glock.
How do you consciously want to taser someone, but subconsciously you're trying to kill them?
I think it's because she was scared. She was scared. She looked him up. Okay, he got gun charges. I get that. But that don't mean you got to be scared. If you scared, quit.
What does she fear? What was she in fear of? You got a guy grabbing them. He's just trying to get away real quick. What is the fear?
Could be a sweet old woman with her license and registration, or it could be a violent criminal with a machine gun.
26 years on the force, you tell me. If I was to be in that car, that wouldn't have been the situation that would have happened. They would have gave me a ticket and let me go on about my way.
Why is that?
Because the color of my skin.
In the video, you can see the 20-year-old waving around a firearm, holding a bottle of Hennessy, flashing large piles of...
Oh my god, do you know how many... Do you know how many fucking times I've seen redneck white pieces of shit brandishing their fucking guns on videos and pictures and stuff, but all of a sudden when a black person does it, it's an indictment on their character? Go fuck yourself. I've seen so many pictures of assholes and fucking Oakleys with a fucking goatee, white guys with a gun and a Bud Light, and that's fine. That's just boys being boys. But all of a sudden when it's a black guy drinking something that is more stereotypically connected to the black community and holding a weapon that he has a right to have under the Second Amendment, which the right pretends to love so fucking much, all of a sudden, oh my god, he had a gun in a video! Anyone who reports that shit should feel fucking ashamed and should retire from being in the media entirely. You're a piece of shit. Genuinely.
Cash and smoking what appears to be marijuana.
Oh my god, marijuana in his own home? The fucking horror.
I'm 19.
It's a good thing we have the death sentence for marijuana in this country. Otherwise, you'd sound like such a piece of shit.
But I've been seeing guns since I was 5. We all scared. We've been scared since a little kid.
Bro, do you know that they're watching all this death on the internet? That's traumatizing them. They don't feel safe when they see a cop. Why the fuck wouldn't he run?
Yeah, he fucked up. Everybody fucks up. Yeah, he got pictures with guns. Everybody got pictures with guns.
Ashy Boo says, not weed. Oh god, oh no, oh fuck. Thought T. Anna, thanks for subscribing with Prime. The Littlest Little Leafy says, speaking of, I got an ad on Hannah and Jake video for the NRA in which they had a black man bashing the left saying the Dems are racist for trying to take away guns. Oh my god.
Real shit, that man had kids though. Use your handcuffs. Fuck is you talking about? Use your handcuffs. Them bitches work.
There is no justice. Regardless of if she gets 100 years, 20 years, 10 years, 15 years, there's no justice that served. My brother lost his life. We lost a part of us. You know what I mean? We lost a piece of us.
When's the last time you saw Dante?
About an hour before he was murdered. We were supposed to go to Applebee's. We were supposed to go to Applebee's for sure. That's just our family spot. We always go there. Dante went to the store. You can ask him how much was my brother up here.
He was one of the most loved persons in this store. We used to love this guy. He comes in, walks around, get his juice, come back here to the front counter, buy kosher. Every time he comes in my shift, if he has 50 cents left or $1, he just buy gushers. Every day.
That's one pack. I don't even know. It's good. These gushers are for you, bro. We love you, and we gonna stand on their neck till we get justice for you.
Well, that's really sad to watch. She was charged.
That's good.
Former Minnesota police officer accused of fatally shooting Dante Wright during a traffic stop is now facing a more serious charge in the black man's death. The state attorney general's office said Thursday Kim Potter has been charged with first-degree manslaughter in the killing of Wright on April 11th in Brooklyn Center, northwest of Minneapolis. The new charge is in addition to a previously filed second-degree manslaughter charge. Potter, who resigned after the shooting and 26 years on the police force, fatally shot the 20-year-old 14 miles north of where George Floyd was killed by Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin in 2020. The police chief at the time, Tim Gannon, said he believes Potter meant to draw her taser stun device but drew her handgun by mistake. A short clip of body camera video released by the police appeared to show Wright trying to get back in his car as female voice shouts, "Taser!" The same female voice could be heard later saying, "Holy shit, I just shot him." Yeah, no shit, lady. As the car pulled away, police have said the the incident says that she also said, "I grabbed the wrong effing gun." The new charge is first-degree manslaughter by reckless handling of a firearm, Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison's office said. Phone messages for Potter's attorneys after business hours Thursday evening were not immediately returned. After the state attorney took over and reviewed the case, Ellison confirmed that the original second-degree manslaughter charge is appropriate, but also concluded that an upgraded charge of first-degree manslaughter is warranted, his office said in a statement. The charge of first-degree manslaughter carries a maximum sentence of 15 years in prison. Second-degree manslaughter carries up to 10 years. That count is based on alleged negligence that created an unreasonable risk of causing great death or great bodily harm to Wright, court documents say. Wright was pulled over by police because the Buick he was driving had expired tags and an air freshener hanging from the rear-view mirror. A Minnesota law prohibits hanging items from mirrors, according to the indictment. While stopped, officers discovered he had an outstanding warrant for a gross misdemeanor weapons violation. The document says Wright allegedly pulled away from the officers and got back into the Buick, at which point Potter allegedly said, "Taser, taser, taser," and shot Wright once with her handgun, according to the indictment. At least she's being charged. Logarth says, with how many volts? I don't know what you're like the taser? She didn't use the taser. She used a gun. She thought it was a taser. I hope she's convicted. If we see a pattern of this, that would be good. Oopsie. What? I would play this, but it's from an Amityville movie. Apparently there's an incest plot line? What the fuck? I've not seen the Amityville horror movies.
Human nature.
For the record, I'm better at twerking than her. I have a bigger butt, though. I think it helps.
Hi guys, this is Richard for Street Attraction. In this video, you're going to see me trying to pick up Catherine Tate, the famous...
Oh no! He's gonna try and hit on Donna! Don't do that! Speedy Yoshi with a link.
Bobby, I want you to meet my colleague, Dr. Hamilton.
And I'd like you to get the fuck out of here.
It's all
Get out of here! Get out of my room! Get out of here, bitch! Get out of here!
What the fuck? Where did it go? Okay. Here's him hitting on
from the
Catherine
UK
Tate.
in the coffee shop just behind me. It was Pret a Manger. Me and Ed were getting some coffees for ourselves. Basically, what happened, Ed noticed her, and just for a laugh, I decided to approach and try and pick her up. It was a lot of fun. It was very spontaneous. She was a cool person. We had a good laugh. What you see on camera in her comedy is kind of what you get in real life. She's like a nice, fun, bubbly person.
Sorry, excuse me. I just wanted to come and say hi because I think that you look really cute.
What? No, 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 don't do this. It's bad enough. Look, I've thought about this before because I'm socially awkward, so I overthink everything. But I always wonder, like, if I happen to be in the same place and I notice someone that I knew and I liked, like, let's say, I don't know, let's say I'm somewhere and Peter Capaldi is there, and he's like my favorite doctor from Doctor Who, since we're on sort of the topic of Doctor Who. Would I approach him? And I've thought about this several times, and I think the answer is I shouldn't. Just because I think it's a really selfish thing to do, you know? People who are actors or actresses, they must get harassed all the time. And even if you're in, you know, not doing it for any, like, shitty reason, even if you just want to be like, oh, hi, I really liked you on such and such, you know, thank you, you did a great job. If you get that, like, 10 or 20 times a day from random strangers, isn't that annoying? Don't you just want to go out and get your coffee or whatever and not be talked to by strangers? I don't know.
I think you look really cute.
Oh, thanks.
I have to come and say hi.
All right.
Nice to meet you. My name's Richard, by the way.
Richard, hello.
Nice to meet you. Hi. Very good. What's your name?
My name's Catherine.
Catherine, nice to meet you.
Thanks to you.
Are you just coming in for coffee?
I am, yeah.
No, I don't normally do this, but I just, I like your hair.
Do you? Okay.
To be honest, I don't normally hit on
oh,
women
she
with
is
red
so
hair,
uncomfortable.
but
Yeah.
I just think that you look interesting.
Thanks.
You're quite cute.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
It's gone from cute to quite cute. So,
No, cute. No, still cute.
so
No, still cute. Still
more
cute.
looking
Catherine,
good.
Uh,
no, cute. Definitely cute.
Anyway.
Ew, Eo180 says, and I think I shouldn't because of my restraining order. Sorry, popped into my head.
Thank you very much.
He's bothering her.
Nice to meet you.
Join me for a coffee.
I'm
You busy?
I'm too cute.
You're too cute. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
He thinks this went well for him, huh? Wow.
Approach regardless. Doesn't matter who she is, where she's from, what she does.
No, don't harass anyone.
If she's famous or not, be confident, be yourself, approach anyway.
So, excuse me, Catherine?
No, he's following her. On the fucking street.
First attempt at trying to ice.
No,
I
I can't watch the rest of this. It's gonna kill me. I can't. It's a good way to get maced. Yeah, no kidding. Mr. Blast sent me a channel via Baja. Should I check that out?
Yes.
Okay. This is a conspiracy channel. Logarth says, as in a 13th century mace, not pepper spray. Funny. So this is a channel that does conspiracy stuff. I'm trying to find a video that would be good. Wow, he posts so many videos. 1 hour ago, 2 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 7 hours ago, 9 hours ago, 16 hours ago, 17 hours ago, 18 hours ago, 19 hours ago, 20 hours ago, 21 hours ago, 22 hours ago, 23 hours ago. Those are all just from the last 24 hours. Show Me the Orb says, what is EBS and why does it sound like IBS? EBS. I don't know.
What?
What's EBS?
EDS?
No, EBS.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, the most popular are not from this guy because he bought this channel from someone else. Because this channel has almost 500,000 subscribers. Because it started out as a fashion channel. I mean, the name of the channel is still Purbo Fashion. But this guy bought the channel, because you can do that. You can buy channels from people. You're not supposed to do that. But it does happen, where people will buy channels. And it looks like he bought it. Oh my god, it looks like he bought it recently. Let me look. Because I recognize this guy, I think. At least the style of video. I think I'm subscribed to his other channel now that I'm looking at it. Let me see when he's probably uploading a bunch of videos because he's uploading his back catalog. Yeah, he bought this like 3 days ago. So let's see what his most recent stuff is. Oh, EBS is the emergency broadcast system.
Basically, we just tried to share the day to day, the best we could.
News of the day, what was going on.
Yeah.
How related to
what was true was not was true. I think I was one of the first ones that recognized in our Telegram group even.
Yeah, I'm actually following this channel on the other channel that it is. Which one is it? Hold on. Yeah, their other channel that I found them on prior is... Oh, boy. I know I follow them because I've seen their videos before. No, it's not that one. I know I subscribe to their other channel, though, where these videos originate from. Wait, where'd it go?
It probably got deleted, which is why they bought this channel.
No, I just couldn't find the tab that this is on.
Was part of it. That recognized that Kabul was...
I don't know why they edit these this way, by the way, with, like, the animated GIFs in the top corner and the, like, video transparency of this person in the corner speaking, even though it doesn't match what's being said at all. I don't know, but all their videos are edited like this. It's super weird.
Fake.
Yeah, it was fake, you know, and, you know, so I shared that. Outside of the first show you did with us, it has the most views, that one show there as well.
It's too bad we're so broken up. Maybe this one will beat it.
To deter mod bots? Maybe, but I don't know what it would even be
Yeah,
for.
I think it would.
Like, they're using images that are probably fine to use.
It's so much nicer. It's not so choppy and cut up, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and basically that's what we talk about, you know. It's been a struggle, I would say, for some of us because, you know, there's not been a lot of different news to share about. Basically, we're all waiting for the same thing and to recognize when EBS is going to start and those kind of things.
Well,
and,
now
you know, we've
can
been
decode what Trump's saying in code, and General Flynn, and Linwood, and Colonel Kennedy on her Michael Jackson codes. Elvis, obviously.
This is
and urge
premiering
people
now.
to stay safe and to heed road closures. Netherlands. Tonight, no trains.
I'm gonna restart this one. Oh god.
Bless you.
Do all the comments look like bot comments? On the other video, it didn't necessarily look like it. I'm sure some of them are, but...
Good morning, Trump family. Have a good day and God bless you. Subscribe to my channel. God
This is clearly a robot voice.
bless President Trump. Update to the latest news about President Donald Trump. Judy Byington big update today 6:15 a.m. September 17, 2021. Get ready for the activation message. My fellow Americans, the best is yet to come. Patriots, this message is for you. Get ready for the activation message. The storm is upon us. Trump plus Q Great Awakening world. The Capitol is now completely fenced in. Buckle up. Patriots, we have to keep praying and fighting. Many of you are tired and weary. The fruit of all of your labor is coming.
I'm reporting the video.
You are a part of the greatest spiritual war in our
YouTube is trash. Yeah.
lifetime, and you are on the front line by sharing truthful information and becoming active on a local and national level. The flaming arrows are coming at us, but we have the whole of shield of faith. Remember, God has won. As I have said numerous times, continue to put on the full armor of God. Judy note, all intel sources have gone quiet. A contact connected to the Chinese elders and Rodriguez Trust had reported that emails to set redemption exchange appointments would go out globally for Tier 4B on Thursday evening 16 Sept, and appointments would begin on Friday 17 Sept. On Thursday 16 Sept, rumors were that they had pushed that email mailing forward 24 hours to Friday 17 Sept, but no one knows for sure. Another contact guessed, I think Thursday 17 Sept is a big day. On Tuesday 14 Sept, the California recall election showed that Newsom was able to remain governor. Sidney Powell said it was a sting operation and she would give Newsom only 48 hours to celebrate. Juan O'Savin said that in this country we do not do pre-arrests. We wait for the crime to be committed, then the arrests. Code Money Z has data that
That's literally not even how things work. I don't know why Q people talk like this. No, if cops or federal agencies get wind of you planning to commit a crime, that is a crime. That's why attempted murder is a crime. Attempted theft is a crime. You can be arrested, and they prefer to arrest you before you do the crime. It's not how this works.
Showed the recall was overwhelmingly successful, and that Newsom should be removed. Another date was on that an illegal election in Canada on Mond 20 Sept. So, many are curious as to what Q meant when he said to watch Ka. Is it California or Canada? On top of that, Durham will file an indictment against Sussman, making every liberal nervous. All in all, it has to be this weekend, perhaps spilling over to next Mon. 20 Sept. Man of God documents.
I wonder if Peter listens to this channel. Because again, even though this specific channel is new, the videos are not. These are coming from a different channel that I'm going to have to look for.
Declaration of the people of the United States for global peace and prosperity. 2. How our laws are made.
Let me see if I can find
How
it.
to kill a bill. 5 tips for keeping bad legislation from getting passed. 4 Man of God solution and map of success. Timeline. On Sat. 11 Sept. President Trump called America to 21 days of prayer. Sat. 11 Sept. To Sat. The 2nd of October, Fry, 17 Sept, Q2197 Delta Constitution Day, end of 9/11 trial, activate AG Sessions U.S. Cyber Task Force, important, attention on deck, memes at the ready, lock on target, fire at will.
Did they just say
Q,
memes at
Sun,
the ready?
19 Sept, to wed, 22 Sept,
Inequality.
help save the children, from Sun, 19 Sept, through wed, 22 Sept. The major satanic holidays of Midnight Host and Feast Day Fall Equinox would be celebrated by local and global elite satanic covens. The nefarious activities were known by their satanic ritual abuse survivors to include oral, anal and vaginal group sex orgies using infants to age 21. Animal or human, male or female. A human sacrifice was followed by dismemberment, hands planted, eating the victim's flesh and drinking their adrenochromed blood. Please help children and teens forced into this worship of Satan by reporting to legal entities any satanic activities you have observed, especially in your neighborhood. Thurs, 23 Sept. John Durham expected to begin releasing names on his indictment.
This isn't the channel either.
24 Sept.
Hold on.
The audit will be released.
This is videos from the same person, but it's a completely different channel, even from the one I was thinking of. There must be someone producing these videos and buying up channels and just mass uploading these videos. Gee, I wonder if it's Russia. So someone is mass buying big channels like this and uploading videos every hour to inflame the QAnon people. Look, another video's premiering right now on this other channel.
Pieces of stuff I was doing some digging on, and I literally fainted. I had another Elizabeth. I did my backflips. I did my dancing. I laughed myself to death. I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah. What the fuck? Oh, look, another one. Another one! Another one!
How do you know that they're the same people making them?
Because it's the same exact format. GIF in the top left, weird transparent video of someone in the bottom right talking that doesn't match up. The thumbnails are all the exact same format, too. It almost looks like they were all cranked out in a factory-style fashion, almost in some kind of, I don't know, troll factory. Weird. It's almost like they have a template that they just are pumping this stuff out in to try and saturate YouTube with this crap. Stone Corbell says, the fact it reads everything out phonetically is an endless source of amusement for me. Yeah.
Release next Friday on the 24th at 1 p.m. in the Senate chambers. The Senate gallery will be open to the public. I'm not sure how you will go about reserving a seat for that, but I do believe the...
Seriously, this channel, let me count how many I can find real quick. Just off this search, you know? So there's that one. Here's one, Star 71 Comedy, Cluna Tick Monkey, Trending Thailand, Sultana Cooking House. Those are all channels that are... Oh, here's another one. Max News 24. Aki Dewan BM. Wano Savin Podcasts. Wait, Wano Savin? Real Raw Truth 24/7. No Bob TV. Everyday Bright. Like, these are all different channels that are posting the exact same fucking QAnon content. Bangla? This might be one, is it? Yeah.
All right, welcome.
This is bizarre. DMC BD Films. Music Banglarama. Like, seriously, this is fucked. H. Baird said maybe this is actually a DDoS on QAnon's brains. Okay, let's see. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
U.S. military.
Oops.
Working under.
Shut up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Very
well orchestrated, well planned maneuver.
9, 10, 11, 12. These are just the channels I found on that page. 12.
Crazy.
All posting the same bullshit in the same exact easily reproducible format that could be done in basically a...
Content farm?
Content farm, yes.
For the first hour, news and information and your story. Unusual story.
Like Shroom and stuff.
Yeah. I have no fucking doubt at this point. If it were 1 or 2 channels, I'd think, alright, maybe a QAnon person with too much time and money on their hands. Nick says content factory farming, yeah. 12 channels just on that page? This is a concerted effort by some sort of entity, either foreign or domestic. Like, I don't know who. Could be Mike fucking Lindell for all I know, or Lynn Wood, or one of those people, or Ron Watkins and Jim Watkins. I don't know, but someone is paying people to make these because this is so goddamn bizarre. This little Leafy says, I don't know much about Twitter and Google, but if a bunch of people here tried to reach out to YouTube, do you think we'd be able to make a dent in fixing this, or am I being optimistic? You're being optimistic.
There is no way that we could do anything about this.
No. How about this? I will share links with you guys to the channels, and if you want to do anything with these, that's fine. But I don't think anything's going to get done. But this is concerning to me that for some reason right now there is an intentional concerted effort to rile up QAnon people in a way that they are not typically. This one, oh, they have some, but the other videos are like generic soap opera things. Weird.
I mean, it could be some videos are just there to get people to watch so that then they get indoctrinated into this.
Yeah.
crap.
All of these links are different channels. I'm only posting each one once. But if anyone wants to compile these into something and send them to YouTube and let them know about this problem, might be a good idea. Thrash Mio with a link. What is this? I don't understand. Is one of the logos from one of those channels from here? I don't understand. So anyway, there's the links from all that shit. Fucking nuts.
Information will be public. This
Site for generating logos, content farm. Gotcha.
information has been given to the judge in Maricopa County, so I don't think it is false. I believe you can rely on this. Be ready to pore over the report. Upcoming events. John Durham on Thursday, 16 Sept. Michael Sussman will go down as a criminal in the history books. Indictment is...
Now I'm just more interested in the actual, like, conspiracy of whoever is, like, coordinating to get these videos out here to rile up QAnon people, probably prior to, I mean, in general, but also Friday the Arizona audit results are supposed to come out. Huh.
I'd be interested to know if Peter watches these things and thinks that they're true.
Yeah. Nick says, Mike Sussman is a criminal. These bots have been playing too much Among Us. Logart says it's literally like a right-wing version of lorem ipsum. I don't know what that means.
the shot.
That's a completely different thing.
Good morning, Trump family. Have a good day and God bless you.
And so many of them are robot voices, too, which again screams to me coming out of a country that doesn't necessarily primarily speak English. That way it's easier to just write out bullshit scripts with all your talking points and feed it through something that'll read it out for you, as opposed to having to get someone who, you know, speaks decent English and who has an American accent saying these things.
You. Subscribe new my channel. God bless President Trump and our military. Heart. Will update to the latest news. The very super corrupt.
And she's breaking out. Like I said, I'm waiting for Kanye to come out. He's, I think, one of the other
I want to know whose voice this is, who's the actual person who talks sometimes.
ones that's going to bust this little loop. They may not be clean completely, but there are going to be people. We're all sinners, right? Every one of us, you and me, sinners. We need to understand that some of us are going to be changing our heart into good ways. And albeit maybe our past is dirty, and I'm not saying I'm not trying to prep people for mine. I mean, you know, mine's pretty open. You know, the things I've done, I'm willing to wear. But that's not what I'm trying to say here. I'm just saying there's a lot of people that I think are going to cross this line and go into a place where they can help with us, help the world, help cross this bridge. And that's what we are doing. It's a bridge we're crossing. There's a lot of information that's coming out. We've got crazy stuff that we're hearing about. And I'm doing today's Saturday show, folks, and this isn't going to be normal. I'm not even maybe ever going to do this again. But today's show is going to have a lot of music. Not a lot, but a decent amount of music. It's the mood I'm in. Things have been crazy. I even had someone close to me say, are you not sleeping well? And it's like, no, not really. Why? And she's like, you look like hell. And I'm like, thanks. So sorry.
Simple Cat Girl says, could it also be that they're stealing another QAnon's video to use as their own? That can explain the real human voices? Could be. That would make sense. Stealing content, and when they can't steal something, make text posts and then feed them through a program to voice to text. Would make sense.
So, some other very important tweets.
Yeah, because that's a different voice altogether.
But but then I saw a lot of stuff.
Another different voice. It's very suspicious. I expect YouTube to do nothing about it. It did sound like a radio show. I agree. I wish I was a journalist who knew what to do with this information.
Yeah.
But no, I just have it. Now someone else do something with it.
Become a journalist.
Oh God, no! Do you know how little journalists get to say fuck?
Okay, become an independent journalist.
No, then I'd be in the same category as Tim Pool. Yeah. Lance from the Serfs, he has reach. If anyone else wants to send this information to someone else, do it. I got nothing, and I'm too lazy to do anything with it. H-Baird says, you should make a channel that starts out like this, but like a minute in starts calmly explaining why QAnon is wrong. Right now I'm in the same category as John Doyle. I know. It's disgusting. Technically, John Doyle's in my category. I've been on the internet longer. I don't feel like doing call. I think I'm probably done for today. We uncovered a potential content bot farm, so that's fun. Watch some cringe, watch some conspiracy. That's a productive day. Nick says, maybe Nexpo or someone could look into this. I don't even know who that is. But go for it. Anyone who wants, send all those links to whoever you want and give them the context and tell them I found it. Or show them a link to this stream with the timestamps of where this is. Also, I'm going to put this segment on YouTube just because I find it so weird and interesting. But if anyone does anything with this information, good? I don't know. Let's see who we're rating. Speaking of the serfs,
I don't know, statues all over the place and shit, and there's
have a good night, everyone. I hope you have a good evening, relaxing, all that jazz. See you guys on the flippity flop. You know how people talk. See you guys later.